So, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the weekly Zelda 1 Randomizer race. But we're not going to do stuff you've seen before, at least here on Speed Gaming. We're doing some new stuff. I'm Adirondack Rick. Joining me is Lance Cards fan. Welcome.
Well, it's great to have you here, Rick. This is a great thing that we're going to be showing off here tonight on Speed Gaming for this week's Zelda Randomizer Showcase. If you think you know everything about Zelda Randomizer tonight, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Well, here's the thing. Fred has been working evilishly on some new features to add into Randomizer, and we've got some people who've been beta testing it for the last 3 or 4 weeks. And in its due time, it's going to be live as the new version 3.3 of the Zelda Randomizer. So we're going to go ahead and let you know about some of the things that we're going to be taking a look at with this current set. And to begin with, we have a Mixed Quest First Overworld. Now, what does the First Overworld mean? Now, Fred has been able to devise it now in First and Second Overworld. Laws? What does that mean?
Well, what that means is normally when we've had a Mixed Quest Overworld up to the end of the tournament, which just concluded last night, whenever we had a Mixed Quest Overworld, you'd have your Power Bracelet spots and your Recorder spots all shuffled up, but you also had the prospect that you were going to be guaranteed 3 large secrets. With a Mixed Quest First Overworld, you're still going to have those 3 large secrets. But
yeah, the First Quest Overworld is the Mixed Overworld.
Correct. That's right. But he has divided it now. We're not going to show this off tonight, but you might see something like this in the future. If we do a Mixed Quest Second Overworld, you're back to just that 1 large secret.
That's correct. So we're dealing with shapes, we're dealing with helpful hints, and it's going to be a Triforce to get into level 9. We've seen some of these features before where we had plus or minus 2 HP on the enemies, plus or minus 2 HP on the bosses. Caves have been shuffled. We have dungeons being shuffled. Dungeon items, which means the heart containers are also going to be added to the mix. Our dungeon heart shuffle. The shops have been shuffled. And the book works as an atlas. We do have second quest monsters on, second quest rooms on. Now, there's a few things that we are going to add into this mixture that is new. The first one you're going to notice right away. The mirrored overworld, Laws.
That's right. Everything about Hyrule has been inverted. So normally the upper left portion of Hyrule has Death Mountain, but now it's going to be on the, I believe, upper right portion of Hyrule.
Yeah, certain things you're going to be noticing. You're probably going to see some players mix things up with going into the wrong spots because they don't realize what screen they're going to be on. Another thing that's going to be interesting is where the wood sword is going to be. It may not necessarily be at start, but we're almost ready to begin this race. So we also got a situation here where most of the stairs are not going to be the possible diamond staircase where you can clip through and get past like a Goma block that way. So we got some interesting flags going.
Yeah,
are you ready for this?
I'm ready for this. A lot of surprises coming your way, and we will talk about it as we go along in this race. It should be an exciting time, folks. Our 4 featured runners tonight: Boletta, Truant Gamer, Fury SK, Dr. J, are underway.
What is this B button thing?
They have the letter, it looks like. So it looks like from the start, they already have the letter.
I thought this was supposed to be a fresh seed.
It is a fresh seed. That's another one of those new wrinkles that we were talking about, Rick. A lot of surprises that you're going to be seeing here. You're going to see our players start with a couple of provisions. You see they've already got the blue candle, and we have the ladder as our white sword item here.
So you're seeing the overworld, the mirrored overworld. As you can see in Fury SK, you're heading over to the level 1 spot from the left as opposed to the right. Look at this weird top of the waterfall.
Yep, price is 70 rupees for the wooden arrows here. Now, look at Boletta's sprites here. Looks like that Boletta has absolutely no health, but that's another new wrinkle we've added to the beta flags here. It's purely cosmetic. The hearts can be red, but they can be practically any color you want.
So one other thing that we've wanted to note here, the wood sword mechanic. These runners also began with 8 bombs. They began with a candle. They began with 8 bombs. They also began with a letter. They may have begun with the boomerang, but I haven't seen anyone cycle through it, so I don't know if they got it. That was a random flag that was turned on. 31 rupees for the bomb, so this wouldn't be that Bricky approved seed. No, they did not begin with the boomerang.
Nope. So I'm guessing your 3 possible options were a wooden boomerang, a magical boomerang, or the letter, and they're starting with the letter. So automatically, if they find a potion shop,
letter was a guarantee.
Oh, okay. And there's a medium secret, 33 rupees, so that is right around the mean. That's right where you want to see that medium secret. And we have a dungeon on Fury SK side, and contestants, not only are we playing Name That Level like we've been playing throughout the entire Zelda Randomizer tournament that just concluded, we are also dealing with shapes, so name that ink plot.
That bomb missed!
Wow.
Right between the gutter. I mean, that would have been a gutter ball if you were playing bowling at this point.
Or if I had like the 7-10 split, I'd aim it right down the middle. And,
that's a better analogy.
Yes. Yep, and I'd raise my hands up as if I made a field goal. Yep, been there, done that, Rick.
Yeah, so we're dealing with shapes, as I've noted before, and so, as you can see, also the dungeon numbers are turned off, which they're going to hate me for that one as well. Yes, I'm the one who determined which flags you're playing for tonight's run. Fury hoping to get something out of one of these rooms that he's killing feverishly. And by the way, yeah, there's your Mixed Quest Overworld. One of the any roads takes you to the Master Sword location.
It points the arrow to the right as opposed to the left that you're normally used to seeing. And here is Second Quest Level 9, but that does not bomb on Truant Gamer's side.
Yeah, interesting to see the early Death Mountain play. So, I've been trying to mention to this before. I think this is now going to be the 3rd time I've tried to bring this up in the middle of all of this. So, you know how in the old randomizer flag, there was a rule. The wood sword had to be in an open cave.
That's right.
It's been changed.
Yes, it has been changed, Rick. Oh,
nice
look at this.
key.
Fury SK finding the any key, so any key troubles that Fury SK might come across, those are now over with. We have the small secret for Dr. J. It's worth 11 rupees. But yeah, as you had mentioned, Rick, yeah, that rule that we had previously where a wood sword could be behind an open cave and only an open cave, that is now gone. Now it can be behind a bombable wall in the caves. It can be behind a burn bush. Heck, if it's accessible, and only if it's accessible, we do have the sanity checks involved, it could potentially be behind Recorder Lake.
Yeah, the rule with that would be you'd have to be able to get it from the Armos item.
Right.
So there's looks to be a ladder block. Not much that Fury SK can do. He had seen some red bubbles. And I did not get to see what the curse was for the red bubbles, because that has been amended as well. Oh, there it is! The wood sword was underneath the burnt bush! Candle row!
Ah, so you needed that blue candle, yep, behind where a 30 rupee secret normally is in First Quest. So, nice find there from Dr. J. And there is a medium secret for Boletta, a small secret for Fury. Now, yeah, there are 3 different curses that the red bubbles can give you instead of just the one. What are those, Rick?
One can take away your sword like it normally has. There's the Master Sword for Boletta. So one can take away your sword, one can invert your controls, the other one can slow you down. And it looks like Boletta found level 9.
Ooh, so already level 9 found. Oh, but before Truant Gamer can... 5 hearts is enough for Dr. J to pick up that ladder. 4 hearts was not enough. Truant Gamer took a death before he's able to peek behind that staircase on that Armos screen. Boletta going to find a money-making game. No gambling from Boletta.
Okay, so for this mode here, talking about those red bubbles, the setting is on random. So it could either be swordless, it could either be inverted controls, or it could be slowed down. We didn't get to see what it was from Fury. He doesn't have the sword, so we don't know if that was the case. There's the hint for the old man having the letter for Boletta. It's helpful hints, so there are no deceptive hints, nothing that you saw in the tournament here in this case. I know there's a lot of things that we are putting through to you here in regards to the beta here, but this is Friday is evil.
Oh, absolutely. And unfortunately, Truant Gamer, you know you can't pick up that ladder on 3 hearts. Nice try, but no. Come back when you have more.
I think that's why he burned it.
Yes. And there's level 9 on Boletta's side, and Boletta's going to find out that you're going to need all 8 Triforce pieces. Who let you in here? That's the community hint that you're seeing. That means you need all 8 Triforce pieces to get into level 9. That was not shuffle, by the way. We were going to deal with 8
with the bow,
no matter what. And Rick, I hate to say this, but Fury SK just found the quote-unquote large secret. The game knows that I'm doing commentary. Did you see how much it was worth?
He just lost 40 more.
He just lost 40 of those 52 rupees. So, yikes. My goodness gracious. So, we're definitely dealing with a poverty seed tonight.
And yes, not needing the full health for the beam sword is a new flag that has been turned on. And you're going to see this come into play here. You know, you see Dr. J, he's using off the beam sword even with a heart left.
Yeah, but unfortunately, that beam sword's not going to save him from that death. Back to the start he goes. Now, where did we find that bow?
The bow, we don't know where level 2 is, but we do know that Dodongo has the bow because we just saw.
Gotcha. Okay.
Have we seen the Armos item yet?
We have not seen the Armos item yet, but Boletta hasn't found it here, so it very well could be at Death Mountain. But Truant Gamer does find a Take Any Cave, going to go ahead and pick up the heart container. In his mind, he's got a 1 in 3 chance of picking up that ladder, but we know he needs 1 more heart to get it.
Hey, there's red bubbles, Dr. J.
Look out.
Be careful, those. Oh, there's the Triforce. So Dr. J knows where the Triforce is. Oh, red candle! Why does it have to be the red candle when we give him a free blue candle?
Well, the game knows I am commentating this seat because red candle, as you know, is my favorite item. But yeah, red candles are our most statue item. We have not found out what the ladder item on the coast is yet, as Truant Gamer finds this level. I believe this is the same level Dr. J is in.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. As you notice, both of these runners, they're the two that have the current arsenal of... I currently have a sword. Truant Gamer going backtracking. He's going to go back to try to see if he can't pick up that bow. He will be pleasantly happy to find out that the bow is achievable. Book as the coast item. That could be very nice to see because...
Yes, indeed. And especially because we're dealing with shapes. Yeah, that book will really come in handy. It's going to give the contestants a better chance of figuring out which walls can potentially be bombable and which ones may not be.
So, how would we announce these contestants if we were playing a game show?
Alrighty, I have no idea. I'd probably do it just like The Price is Right.
Well, that unfortunately for Dr. J is a dungeon filled with a lot of love.
Oh, yes, indeed. Filled with a lot of love. I'm trying to think, what game show used a lot of hearts? I suppose the dating game did. No. Love Connection. Love Connection.
Name that ink blot, by the way.
Ooh, that is quite the tiny ink blot there. 14 rooms, not segmented, so he's already found that staircase item. So I guess this might be level 1, question mark, given its size?
Well, we know it's not 2 because it had an item in the staircase. We also know it's not 2 because there's no bow in here.
Right.
We do know this kind of looks like a cactus.
It does kind of look like a cactus, one of those small cactuses. By the way, we have new messages that are going to be released for this Zelda Randomizer. We just saw what the door repair penalty message is. It's abort, retry, ignore, fail. That good old DOS message when you have a failure on your drive.
Well, that's an ink blot.
Oh, that is an ink blot. It's a segmented level. So, again, contestants, name that ink blot. That's a cactus.
By the way, I do believe you are right that Dr. J PhD is in level 1. Oh, it's inverted controls.
Oh!
That's got to be inverted control.
But he did grab the Triforce, so he's going to get the regular controls right back. That's one of the 5 ways you can cure yourself from a red bubble curse.
Oh, that level that that any key was in that Fury picked up, that's level 7.
Ah, yes, Korea grumbled with that any key, so we now know that level 7's already found. We already found the item, so now a new level's been discovered by Dr. J.
A new level has appeared. Command.
explore.
This might be 2.
Yeah, if it is level 2, he's going to get his bow here. It's going to be on the ground, if that's the case.
It's not guaranteed that this is 2, but it's likely that we are in level 2 at this point.
Because of the hint.
And the reason why I'm saying that is because usually the key can pop up there. There's the power bracelet as the what could be the heart container drop.
That's right, because remember that the all of the items are in the shuffle, including the 9 heart container.
Valletta and Fury still without that sword.
Yep.
Truant Gamer coming across another staircase. It's a transport staircase. Probably takes him back to the other section on the bottom.
And you are correct
there it
about
is. So that's a nasty section. He's out of keys.
Yeah, and there's no way he can do a Kananaki either because that's the bow? He picked up the bow, I think.
Who did?
Truant Gamer. There was an item on the ground that looked like the bow to me. It is. Yes. This is level 2.
That's an ugly looking level 2.
For once, I didn't get caught by the bow's camouflage. I knew it was the bow that time. My gosh. Once in a lifetime. Okay, maybe not. Okay, maybe not that infrequently, but yeah.
There's the Triforce for Truant Gamer.
Pretty efficient level 2 there for Truant Gamer. That's his first Triforce piece. And Valletta having a tough time picking up those slippery rupees there.
And so, yeah, that is confirmation right there for Truant Gamer. That is level 2. So there it was. We did find the bow in level 2. So that now time to go find out some more information. Truant Gamer. Oh wow! I thought he was gonna get wall mastered there. So, in case you're just tuning in, once again, we are playing beta flags. This is the 3.3 beta flags. We have put in some new things into the mix.
Absolutely, we have.
Oh, Fury did a... Oh, that's neat!
What did he just do? I
missed seeing that on the screen, but Fury just screech-rolled his way to that rat spot.
Wow, fantastically done.
If you remember, with the mirrored overworld, that now means that you're going to be going from left to right like that.
Boy, can you imagine the time savings if you could do that in the vanilla game? Because then you wouldn't have to get that raft in level 3. Level 3 would take you like a minute.
Unfortunately, I don't think it works quite like that with regards to hopping onto level 4's island.
Right.
It would be really nice. I mean, that's the only reason why you normally would absolutely need that.
Truant Gamer's back in that bow room with the key in hand. He's going to use it right now, and he's discovering he's going to have to bomb up to get to the next room. No feat of strength will save the princess, so we now know the power bracelet is not required.
Recorder in level 4.
Okay.
And
for
the
11 rupees.
The raft being in... Well, we're about to see the raft in Truant Gamer's screen.
Wow, so Rick, that means there are 3 items here in level 2?
No.
Where was the power bracelet?
We
don't know.
Power bracelet was in Dr. J's level.
Right. We don't know. We don't know what level that is yet.
Yeah, that confirms that that's not level 2. That might be 6.
Could be.
And there's the raft right there for Truant Gamer.
All right, so that's transportation to get to those 2 raft docking spots here. May or may not be required to beat this seed. Again, we're looking for all 8 Triforces to gain access to level 9.
I have a strong feeling that Dr. J is in level 6, just based on the size.
Yeah, it could be level 6 or level 8. But yeah, we've not seen really many staircases, so level 6 definitely looks the more likely of the 2.
I'm thinking more 6 because of where that drop placement is. It's the way drop placements work.
Of course, yes.
Is that there's certain rooms that will drop in certain locations in that room, based on what levels you're in.
Right.
The wood sword was located in the burn bush that is normally southeast of level 2, or level 1 rather.
Correct.
Once again, don't forget, we have a situation here where Candle can get you swords under this current flag set.
Yeah, that's correct. That's one of the new wrinkles we've added to this version 3.3 of Zelda Randomizer. That's going to be coming to a randomizer near you. We're still in the beta stages, but soon enough it will be available for public release.
Yep, so we are testing out the beta flags. We got this race. These are our 4 featured runners, but we have a good crew of people in this race. There are 16 people racing this, and we got some good names in this run here. We'll name those guys coming up in just a few moments, all of those who are in here. Truant Gamer is about to find out that the red candle is the almost item. Well, he knows that the red candle is the item, but he takes the death before he can get there.
He's probably not going to go back for it.
You know the way to get to the grave, right?
Does that mean the maze is inverted too?
That is right. It's north, east, south, east instead of up, left, down, left.
All right.
And this is a case where Boletta here is on the wrong screen because he wants to try that spot that he just did right there. Apparently there is no room either way because remember, we're dealing with a mixed quest. There's Truant finding out about the bow, but he already knows that the bow was in level 2 because, hey, he already picked it up.
Already in possession of the bow, and Furious K realizes he can't burn that bush that guards vanilla level 8.
Truant Gamer suffering a death.
Dr. J here in this ugly orange lagoon screen. Thankfully, none of those BMOS turret statues firing at him. Of course, plus
to answer Drosy 1's question, why is the Lost Woods inverted? Well, the answer to that here is as Boletta's about ready to pick up his sword as long as he doesn't take a death. If you notice, the whole entire overworld is mirrored. What is on the left side is normally now on the right side, and what's in the middle, well, it stays in the middle, but if you take a left, you ain't going left, you're going right at this point. So the Lost Woods is inverted too, where you end up having to go up right, down right.
Yeah, the up and downs are still the same. It's the left and rights that are now in reverse.
Oh, Boletta is playing with shuffled music.
Interesting.
As and you also, can hear, this is just a cosmetic change. Oh, nice kinetic key for Boletta.
Yes, indeed. Very good kinetic key. So that's an excellent move there. That means, hey, yeah, that's a strategy. Ooh, so you needed that push block in order to gain access, because you see there was a key right there.
Mm-hmm. He wanted to go back through there, because otherwise he's going to have to use another key to go back through that door later on.
Exactly. It's a Boletta key right there. And Truant Gamer does have his Triforce out of level 1. Let's see if he goes back in there. You would think he would. He knows that's 1.
Yeah, he takes a look at that. Knows that there's 3 items inside. And time for him to do a little bit of exploration, try to figure out what's inside. And so, just a reminder, we do have these new flags here. And Fury? No. I don't know if he wanted to grab that Triforce right there, but he's going to grab it either way. Oh, look at the prices for the potions. 45 and 49.
Wow, it's definitely a Coke day here. Buy 1 potion, get the second for just 4 rupees. And Truant Gamer, unfortunately, before he can grab that heart container, is going to take a death. Back to the start he goes. And to answer James Allen's question, this is a new cosmetic wrinkle that has been added to this version of the Zelda Randomizer. Those hearts are not white. They're actually a grayish silvery color, and that's one of many of the different colors you can change your hearts to be. Red is the standard color, but we've seen green, blue, other colors as well. So that's merely cosmetic on Boletta's side.
Yeah, speaking of cosmetic, Boletta would like to get something out of here. So you see that Boletta is using Beam Sword. And you notice Dr. J on the bottom right is using Beam Sword. So as you can see, you don't need to have full life in order to use Beam Sword under one of the flags that you can play with. Under the new flags or the new beta flags that Fred is testing out right now.
Yeah, that's right. Truant Gamer is still trying to find the 3 items. I know one of them is a heart container. I don't know if we've seen the other 2. One of them is also going to be on the ground. One of them is going to be behind a staircase. Fury gets his sword behind Cannibal Row as well.
Yep, the last of our 4 featured runners to get that sword. And now he's going to start doing a little bit of exploration. And if he's able to move over to the right, he will find those good dungeons that we've already seen. And there's the map. That
Oh, man.
is an ink blot.
Looks like a person on a rowing machine.
Yeah, that's also a nice, lovely little decision that Boletta's going to have to pull. He ends up dropping one of his hearts. And Truant doesn't need to grab that map. You already got the atlas.
Ooh, they're going to have to deal with this blue wizrobe here if he wants to peek behind this single block here. Down to 3 hearts. Ooh, and gets hit by the bubble. Going to lose that sword for a little bit. And these are some beefy blue wizrobes. I think, if I counted right, here's going to be where one of our items is. Rick, what do we have here? Another heart.
Yeah. Oh, Boletta taking a death. That's a tough death to take.
Oh, man. Back to start. Oh.
Dr. J's in level 7. He gets the any key.
Great find there. So his key troubles are over with. That means 2 of our featured runners now have that magical key. And Truant Gamer, look at that ink blot.
That looks somewhat like the Metroid you see in Metroid 2. Like the Omega ones. I'm still thinking this is level 6.
Yeah, based on its shape and based on what you had told me earlier, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it that power bracelet that was found earlier is indeed level 6. I mean, yeah. I mean, it could be level 8, but that looks too small to be a level 8. It's got to be level 6.
So just a reminder about the rules regarding shapes. The rules work out as this. Levels 1 through 6 are going to be built with level 1 being the smallest, level 6 being the largest. 7 and 8 will have that same premise, where 7 is the smaller of the 2.
Ooh, and Boletta taking a death. What level could Boletta be in? It could be level 4?
It very well could be, yeah.
Yeah, just judging it on the size, yeah.
Yeah, my only question is where does that ink blot fit in the rest of the game?
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, for all we know, this could be a level 7. I mean, it's small enough that it could be level 7. I've seen level 7 be that small in shapes.
It's possible, but I don't think it is.
No, I don't think it is either.
Because I don't think the dungeon was that color when Dr. J was in there getting the any key.
Barry picks up a heart container, now has 6 hearts, guaranteed to pick up that ladder. This is the one in level 1.
This is Boletta's 3rd attempt in this room. And I know Boletta would love to get through this at this point.
And those orange Dark Nuts do not go down in one bomb, so they rolled up on the HP chart.
Yep, and once again, the HP shuffle is plus or minus 2 of their vanilla amount. Red Dark Nuts only get 4 HP, so they could be 5 or 6 of this.
Definitely 5 or 6 there, and there's the Triforce for Boletta, and Boletta is going to pass it by for the time being.
Yeah, wants to see what's in the... Oh, gosh.
Oh, now you have red and blue bubbles to go with those Dark Nuts. Nice slinking away around those.
Yep, and there's the inverted controls for Boletta.
Yep. Going to have to be very careful.
Yeah, what is left is now right for Boletta. What is down is now up.
Now, I just realized something. When you get hit by a red bubble, do you still lose access for your sword for like a few seconds like a normal bubble?
No.
Okay.
It's just the inverted controls at the point.
Okay.
Give Boletta a lot of credit for getting through this room.
Absolutely.
That was nice.
Played.
Now, he's trying to beat out the blue bubbles so he can get his normal ability back, but he's going to have to fight these... Oh, come on. That's nice by Boletta. Nice using of the blue's invincibility frames that it hit after it hits you to get your ability back, although it doesn't really matter because he's about to pick up the Triforce anyway.
Excellent Patra fight on Truant Gamer's side. Down to his last half a heart. As long as he doesn't take a hug from that Patra, he's got him very nicely. I was
going to say, please, don't run into your candle fire. That scared me.
Oh, that did scare me because he has no ring. None of our featured runners have a ring.
Not just that, but if he took the death after Patra died, but he hadn't left the room, it still loads up that Patra. You hadn't officially beat him. So when next time he goes back into that room, that Patra would be back.
And you don't want to take down a Patra again when you're working on a wood sword, because you're not only does he have a lot of HP, every time you get bopped by him, you lose 2 hearts.
Nice block clip there from Boletta. That's a tough block clip to do when you're dealing with that much stress.
Oh, absolutely right. I mean, some runners just fold under the pressure when they have to try to do a very critical block clip in so little time because those enemies are breathing down your neck. Yeah, that is rising up to the occasion right there for Boletta.
There's the ladder pickup for Fury, so 3 of our runners have it. Also, Fury has Triforce pieces out of levels 1 and 3.
Ah, okay. So 1 and 3. So we have seen level 3, but I don't think we've seen any items out of level 3 yet. And if we have seen any items, it's just been heart containers.
Nice use of the ladder right there to keep Truant Gamer out of trouble. This is where having the beam sword permanently on is going to help our runners. No longer is it that much of a problem if you end up taking a hit. You can take these Dark Nuts down as long as you want. Now, here's the problem for Truant Gamer. He is out of bombs, so he can't explore those 3 rooms on the top right at this point, as Boletta wants to get himself up to the top section of this dungeon.
Truant Gamer's going to have to hope to get lucky and hope that that global counter is in a position where he could get a bomb drop from these orange Dark Nuts.
This would be a beneficial time for Truant Gamer to clip onto the block and try to take down the red Dark Nuts from afar, especially considering the fact that that's going to be another case where having the permanent on status of the sword will help you out. Also, I love the price of that candle. 44 rupees when you got it for free at the start. No, Truant. Oh, he swung and missed. He hit the Dark Nut turned towards him, so it did not get the hit, and it ran right into him, and he ended up suffering the
That's a tough death to take right there, and a very unfortunate one indeed, because he's going to have to go through those Dark Nuts yet again.
And here's a room with blue bubbles. There's a push block. This could be our item. Did Truant Gamer, or rather Boletta, find something nice? Well, that's the recorder.
Yes, indeed, the recorder. So this is indeed level 4 confirmed, because don't forget the hint that Gliok had the recorder. So now we can confirm that this is level 4, and that is a huge item for Boletta to find. Why is that, Rick?
Because one thing we have not seen yet is that the recorder will take you to dungeons that you haven't claimed the Triforce out of yet. We're not going to see Boletta do it just yet, but it would be in his best interest to use it at some point in time. Especially if he has the triple question marks turned on, which is a cosmetic feature, just like the blue hearts are.
Absolutely, because it's going to take you to, not only is it going to take you to levels that you haven't been, it's going to take you to those levels you haven't been, even if you've not been to the dungeons yet. So that makes the recorder that much more powerful to have in your possession.
That is correct. So there's the letter right there, but Boletta already has it.
You're going to pick it up anyways. Why not?
Well, we'll hear whether or not Boletta has a new theme on. Once he gets to a spot that actually you can maybe toot to, we'll find out in due time. Anyways, Truant Gamer's going to go sailing. That's a nasty screen.
Level 4, and we find that's a potion shop, and he's going to discover that it's a good price to get those double potions here, 49 for the 2.
Boletta here, taking the staircase through, and oh, Truant Gamer gets a mummy hug.
Yeah, no fun to take a hug from a Gibdo there, and that's going to send him back to the start, but he's going to save it here and come back later.
Wise decision for Boletta to at least go ahead and check that push block in case it was going to be something with the blue bubbles in it. Turned out not to be. Because even though they have drops in the rooms and shapes, they can still be push blocks for staircases.
Boy, Boletta taking down all of those gels with just a single candle shot. Nice combat there.
Also nice the fact they all came together like that.
Yeah, right?
So Boletta still is without the ladder, which is why he paying the penalty
Yep, indeed.
wasn't beneficial for him. Because
Now
little does Boletta know it's 5 hearts to get that ladder at this point.
Yeah, now he's blocked by that Chevy room, so there's nothing else he can do at that direction right now. Dr. J's in level 2, so he is going to find that bow. What do we have here, Rick? Oh, that is never a good feeling. So back to the start of the dungeon he goes.
And he's got inverted controls at this point.
Well, he's going to be going back to normal controls as
there
he's just got into that blue bubble. Dr. J's in level 2, so if he finds a staircase that takes him to that bottom portion, he's going to get that bow right then and there. Oh, Boletta taking a death here. I don't know what level Boletta's in, but it's been a nasty one for him.
He might really find it beneficial to go ahead and leave out of here for right this moment. Don't have an idea what level he is in at this point, but this is a big one. This could be one of your higher levels. This could be level 8.
Oh,
for all we know.
Truant Gamer getting bodied by that blue Goma, so back to start he goes. Dr. J has full health with that beam sword. Again, for those of you who just joined us, you have beam sword permanently, so even if you're down to your last little bit of health, you can still throw your sword all across the screen.
That's beneficial for me, who takes bops and hugs from every single enemy possible.
Yes, especially with Dark Nuts, because when I play the vanilla game and I'm doing my TDO glitchless runs, as Boletta does pick up his ladder, so now all 4 of our featured runners have the ladder. I want to have that beam sword against those blue Dark Nuts because I want to use as few bombs as possible.
So Truant Gamer is the second of our runners who might have the possibility of getting the recorder, but he ends up leaving the dungeon. There's the bow for Dr. J PhD. He sees it up there in the top right. Is going to go ahead and grab that coming up in just a moment. As Truant Gamer buying some bombs. Had none, so definitely a good purchase to make at this stage.
Absolutely. Even though they're on the pricey side, when you have no bombs, you find a bomb shot, it's always a welcome sight.
Well, especially considering the fact that this does not look like an exactly threw the beam sword at the old man who invited him to take another letter. But this overworld is not super inviting when it comes to enemies that drop bombs. You got the blue Octoroks, of course, but you also got what seem to be strong Gibdos.
Gibdos normally have 7 HP, so they may have rolled up to the maximum 9.
There's the rat for Dr. J PhD. He's gonna find where that Triforce is, I think at this point, and then he can get on out of here.
Yeah, Fury following his footsteps. He's gonna have his bow shortly. I think he's probably already got it. He has discovered that part of the dungeon, so he must have picked it up. He had to have.
Yeah. Ooh, well.
It's a segmented level, so...
That's an ink blot.
This must be level 7, just judging by the number of rooms.
Laz, I don't know what that is. That scares me.
It looks like it's a toupee.
Actually, I don't...
Fred Flintstone's toupee!
Mm.
What do you think it is?
I don't think it's Fred Flintstone's toupee. I don't know what it is. It just scares me.
It scares you?
Yes, it scares me, Laz. That scares me.
Oh, I know why it scares you. We have the potential of level 8 being like quadruple segmented or something.
Yes. Ooh, swing and a miss on the Dodongo.
Getting troll dongled is Truant Gamer, but I still don't understand why that ink blot scares you. I don't know. I'm stumped.
We'll discuss this when we're off the air.
All right. Whatever you say, Rick. All right, so back to the action here. And there's Ganon's room, but Ganon is nowhere to be found.
That's almost a quadruple segment.
Yep, that's a triple segmented. That looks like it might be a level 5. Yeah, that is almost quadruple segment. I mean, you take
It's
away
one block.
Yep.
God, I love shape sometimes.
Yep.
Nice.
Name that ink block.
Nice block clip there for Truant Gamer to get that room cleared out.
Holy Toledo! A triple segmented. Maybe this is level 3.
E-Tap's got the right idea. This is Tetris.
It is Tetris. Level 19.
Do 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 do. I better stop before we get this copyright claim.
Yeah, we don't want that to happen here.
Although
so
I'm sure DJ Covered This already got this.
Yeah, let's not talk about him. It's the reason
why I have to play with.
It's the reason why I have to play with swap duty cycles when I do this game, because I get dinged every time I play Zelda with the normal music. I mean, come on! I'm just speedrunning. It's not like I'm trying to make $1 million off it.
Who wants to be a millionaire?
No one of recent times, because it's been many, many, many years since somebody won the million on that show, but let's get back to the race.
We'll get back to the race as we end up seeing our first case of the blue Lamolas. Truant Gamer knocking the first one down with the beam sword, and what do we find inside? We find a key.
Dr. J going to pay the bomb toll in that mugger room here, so he's going to be down to 7 bombs maximum. We haven't found a bomb upgrade yet.
Nice kill there for Dr. J. Again, using the beam swords to the perfect effect, and goes inside. We find the heart container. There's your bomb grade upgrade, by the way.
He's thinking about it. 115 rupees is an expensive price, and it's going to give him the standard upgrade. That's anywhere between 2 and 6 bombs extra. The price is anywhere between 75 and 125. So, not the greatest of bomb upgrades, but I've seen plenty worse than that, Rick.
Oh, we have definitely seen some really wretched, awful rip-offs. +2 when you spend 115 rupees or 125 rupees.
Yeah, I've seen that too. That happened in one of the races during the tournaments. I don't remember exactly which races. We do have the any key from Truant Gamer. It is indeed level 7.
That is, yep, that's indeed level 7. So I'm kind of afraid of seeing what level 8 looks like.
Now, Belutta has 3 Triforce pieces. Which Triforce did he just get the Triforce out of?
I missed it.
Or is that 5? Unfortunately, I don't have my Triforce diagram on me, so I don't know which ones he's got.
Where did it appear?
All on the bottom row.
Interesting. Could be 5 then, yeah.
4, 5, and 7 I think he's got then. Or is it 4 and 5? I don't know. Again, I don't have my map, so unfortunately, I'm afraid... It's something I don't memorize, so I always mark a map, but my map is not on me, unfortunately.
Nice clock for Fury. Completes the room, finds a key, doesn't need that key, but in his normal cycle will come across it or pick it up. There's the heart container for Fury as he upgrades his health.
Fury did purchase the wooden arrows. He had the wherewithal to do so, so those Poles voices, they're going to go down in 1 arrow shot. Dr.
Red Bubble City.
We have not seen this ink blot yet.
By the way, Truant Gamer just got the heart container. So that was the second item in level 7.
Okay, so that's the standard fare. So our 2 items are the any key and the heart container in level 7. So to my knowledge, and there's probably more than that, I've just simply missed it. I have accounted for at least 3 heart containers, but I think we've found many more than just 3, because look at Dr. J. He's already got 10 hearts, so he stands to have a 20% chance of picking up that magical sword.
Yes, he does. That has not been changed. That still is anywhere between your 10 and 14 hearts.
Yeah, just based on the number of rooms, I gotta believe that that's level 5 that Blood is in right now.
It makes sense.
I mean, the only other level it could be is level 3, because level 3 tends to be super segmented as well.
Dr. Belutta now making his way over to segment number 3 and gets the compass, which I think we already... Oh, hi there, Dig Dogger. How you doing, buddy? There's the item. Oh, it's the wand. That's a nice find of F.
That is an excellent find. That is the equivalent of the white sword. It's useful against all enemies except Wizrobes, and nobody likes them.
I thought you were going to play that funky music, Boletta. There's the other bomb. So both bomb upgrades are in this level.
Wow, but unfortunately, Boletta finds himself... Oh,
there's the magic
and he wants no part of it, so he's out of there.
Boletta saves, leaves, and I'm wondering if Boletta was cursed with inverted controls, so he may have done the save to get his controls back to normal.
Yeah, that's right, Rick. That's one of the 5 ways to remove a red bubble curse. The other 4 ways are touch a blue bubble, grab a Triforce, drink a potion, or go to a fairy fountain.
Boletta going back into level 7 at this point. Or no, this was level 2.
Yeah, Boletta does not have the bow out of level 2, or the Triforce, or the raft, so gonna find all these treasures here.
Yeah, but he definitely now knows where he needs to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Truant Gamer finds a... But everybody having troubles picking up money today. I mean, who installed the money in this scene here? I mean, it's slippery.
Well, it's not a lot of it, which may be why it's slippery.
There you go. That's again, that's the 3rd smallest large secret it could possibly be. It's anywhere between 50 and 150 rupees. So seeing a 52 is never a good sight. And that's level 8. There it is.
It knows you like money, so therefore it doesn't want to give you any.
Absolutely right. Yeah, this is without a doubt level 8.
Yeah, it is, because if you notice that level 8, if you see those black squares, you can see that level 7 map that we were in earlier.
That's right, and it kind of fits in like a jigsaw puzzle, and shockingly enough, it's not segmented.
Yeah, I mean, that surprises me, because when you saw that map in level 7, that was the thing that I was thinking of, is that we're going to have some weird one-off rooms or other various elements. Since this here was not the case.
Yeah, that surprised the heck out of me, but that is the beauty of Zelda Randomizer. You never know what those shapes are going to be.
And so Truant Gamer clearing out the room, maybe was hoping to see if he could get a drop out of that room before he leaves. And there was no drop in that room. We get I thought there was going to be another mugger.
Well, it wouldn't have surprised me if it would have been a mugger, because this level 8 tonight is getting level 7's moniker, because I counted the rooms. This is 33 rooms of pure nightmare.
Is it 33?
It is 33 rooms, yes.
Oh.
And Dr. J going to try the magical sword, but at 10 hearts, it is no good. So you need at least 11 to pick up that sword that'll do 4 HP of damage.
And this room that Truant Gamer is in could very well be a push block, but turns out not to be the case. Dr. J's in this tri-segmented level.
Yep, he's in that level 5, so he's going to find his wand and that scrap metal, which I'm sure he's not going to grab himself. And yeah, once he finds that map, he's going to be in for a heck of a time, that's for sure.
And Truant Gamer picking up the Triforce out of level 8. So we're reaching the 45-minute mark of this run as Boletta finds the bow in level 2. Just a reminder, this is beta 3.3. These runners... Why did you go through the push block there, Boletta? That was an interesting decision. I'm wondering if you're going to plan on heading towards the Triforce. Anyways, so we are now doing a beta showcase of some of the new features that are in 3.3. We are doing a Shapes dungeon layout with a first quest, or rather a mixed quest, first overworld. We are also showcasing some of the new features that are being tested out, including, but not limited to, what items you start with, because we had these runners start with 8 bombs. They started with either the they started with the candle as well as the letter. On top of that, we also are showcasing the mirrored overworld, but neither of these runners are showcasing that right now because we're all in dungeons.
Yeah, that's right. And you got to believe, Rick, that the release on the Switch, that that easy mode where you start with all the goodies, probably had some inspiration of these particular flags.
We just missed it. Boletta just played the recorder.
Yeah. All right.
Did you hear that theme?
I didn't hear the theme because I have everybody on mute. What was that theme?
It's the Super Mario Brothers theme.
Really? Wow. So that's another feature of the whistles. You can have different tunes?
You have a different tune setup if you have the triple question mark feature turned on.
Holy
The recorder is going to play a various tune. And in this flag set, we have it going to dungeons you haven't beaten yet.
Nice.
Again, we're trying to clear out this room just in case it may have a drop. We are still looking for the drop item as well as the 2 staircases with items inside this level 8.
Yeah, that's right. I believe, and now I'm not 100% sure, I believe all 3 items here in level 1 are heart containers, because one was in a Triforce room, one was in a staircase, and one was in some other room, I believe. There is another heart container for Truant Gamer here in level 8.
That gives him 10. We know that 10's not enough for the magical sword, but Truant Gamer doesn't know that.
Exactly, and Boletta does get the Triforce here out of level 1 and decides to go back in.
Yeah, and if you notice, he's got Triforces out of levels 2. And he's got a couple, he has at least one more Triforce besides that.
Yeah, he's got 4 Triforce pieces. He's got his 1, 4, 5, and
2.
It's 2? Okay.
Yep. And so also Boletta needs to have the bow marked off as well, and we'll have Jiggly saying go ahead and push that button, make some magic work. Look at that. Great. Shoutouts to our tracker. White sword and 8.
Ooh, that's a nice find for Truant Gamer. It's going to double his attack power, and again, little does he know that those 10 hearts are not going to be enough to pick up that magical sword. So to find that white sword there in level 8, great find for him. So those are both of our staircase items.
So Truant Gamer needs to find one more in this third item. Wait, did he find an item before? Yeah, it was our container. So now he's looking for the floor item.
Correct.
And nice camouflage on those moblins.
Yeah, blue moblins will blend into the tile set that you're on right now. So they are the chameleons of these dungeons as Boletta finds the second heart container of this level 1.
He's been lacking of the health all seed long, so it's good to see that Boletta is picking up some health at this point. And so Truant Gamer continuing to go through, but now doubled the offensive power. Picks up some bombs. Needed those because he was down to none.
Yep, and there's the compass for Truant Gamer. Now already has the Triforce, of course, in level 8.
Yeah, I was going to say, he already has the... So it was just a case of he's already walking towards the door. He's not altering his path to avoid that Triforce.
Yeah.
Another recap here amongst the other things that you're watching here. Red bubbles do not take away your sword in this mode. Red bubbles invert your controls.
Yep, that's right. So up is down, down is up, left is right, and right is left.
And B is A.
Oh, that's inverted too. Ah, that I didn't know.
Oh, there's a dig dogger, and that could have that floor drop item. I think if you're Truant Gamer at this point, you got 2 of 3 items. It's time for you to leave.
Yep, and there's the other heart container. So, yep, I can now confirm, Rick, that in level 1, it's 3 heart containers.
It's a whole lot of love. And there's the heart container for Truant Gamer. So now we've seen all 3 items in level 8.
All right, so that is 5 of the heart containers right there in levels 1 and 8. 8, yes.
Look at what Buletta's doing now.
What
He
is
is now
Boletta
continuing
doing?
on his path.
Yes.
Using the recorder. Hold it. So everyone can hear the theme, heads on over and finds another dungeon he has not located yet. Recorder takes you to dungeons you have not completed under this current flag set.
Yep, in Boletta's case, this is level 6.
So, goes ahead, turns to the right, blows the recorder.
Should take him to
Here's
level
the
7.
Super Mario intro once again, and takes him on over to the Dead Woods, where here is level 7.
Oh, that does remind me, Rick. When you blow the recorder, and this is a overworld that is mirrored, do you actually have to face to the left to transport forward, or is it still to the right?
Well, he just turned to the right,
So that
and he
hasn't
went to
changed.
level 7.
Okay, so that hasn't changed.
Truant Gamer now in level 7. I think. Therefore, he's not, and there's Dr. J picking up his wand.
That one here in level 5, I believe.
So Boletta at this point would like to go up to the top left, because that would be where the Triforce is. Dr. J getting both of the bomb upgrades. Now has 15 max bombs.
Yep, he had enough rupees to purchase both of those bomb upgrades, and he went ahead and picked up the inferior model, or the magical boomerang, or whatever you want to call that. So,
And
if you're watching, you know who you're not rooting for.
I don't think TG cares at this moment.
Right, because the tournament's over.
I think TG just enjoys watching these people have to run around and invert controls and all this other stuff.
Yeah, the good old Schadenfreude here. We love you, TG. Now, Truant Gamer going to try at 11 hearts, but
No.
11 hearts. No good. So you need at least 12 hearts to pick up the magical sword.
You know what we haven't seen yet, Laws?
Haven't seen the bait block.
Okay, we haven't seen that either, but I was going to say we haven't seen where the silver arrows are located yet.
Yeah, those silver arrows are still at large. For all we know, it could be in level 9.
And I'm thinking the longer we go through this, we could find them actually in level 9, along with the red ring.
Yeah, Fred! Got some splaining to do.
Well, let me just make sure before we start yelling at Fred that's... oh, no, it is. This is a... Red ring and silver arrows are forced to 9 under this flag set.
Oh, okay. That's all right. I will mark that down then.
So, that was an oopsie of me when I arranged this. I did not realize that was turned on, but it's up to our runners to take a look at these things back when they go ahead and say yes, they're going to join this race. And Super Mario Brothers theme also kills Dig Doggers.
Ah, very nice. And a bomb upgrade for Truant Gamer. Not going to purchase it, though. Interesting.
So we now know that the red ring and silver arrow are going to be in level 9.
Yep, that's right.
Which means, honestly, if any of these runners are thinking about it, it's time to Triforce and go.
Yeah, doing the math and figuring out what items are left. I mean, the only item that's still at large is the wooden boomerang, and by the looks of things, it very well could be in level 3.
Yeah, because I think that's the only other item we haven't seen at this point.
You're right.
There's the Triforce in level 6, Fury SK. I think he's trying to get some bomb. Or maybe not. There's the
Right after he
That's the
finds the
Triforce.
Never
There's
fails.
the item in the top right corner.
Yep, so we're going to find out what the other item is here in level 6. It is...
There's
oh,
the
hell,
wooden boomerang.
there it is, and he doesn't want any part of it.
There's the any key for Boletta. All right, Fury, are you going to kill more Dark Knights for bombs, or are you going to grab that Triforce? You're just going to go ahead and grab that Triforce.
Yeah, absolutely.
So last night we had the Grand Championship of the Zelda 1 Randomizer, their 4th tournament. And congratulations, you know, it was a fantastic finals for whoever won that tournament. We're not going to spoil it because we know that some people haven't had the opportunity to watch the VODs of last night's fair. Watch them. They were a great race. It was close, all races that were played.
Yeah, absolutely they were. So yeah, make sure you look at that because it was quite the finish. And I'll tell you what, Rick, I have a full item recap for you.
All right. Well, as we come across the 1 hour mark, I'll have you utter that recap for us.
All right. At that point, I will do that.
As we continue through here, then we once again just one final reminder on this. This is Beta Flags 3.3 that Fred has been working on. This is only just a sample of some of the stuff that Fred has been masterminding over the last several months.
Oh, absolutely. And a lot of these changes are a lot of fun, and they can be, especially for us commentators, Rick, and for the audience.
Yes, indeed. You know, if you're going to kill that many red moblins, it would have been nice if one dropped a bomb on the 10.
Certainly would have been.
And Boletta trying to see if that was going to be a whistle spot. Turns out not to be. We have seen all the dungeons, so the recorder is only good for transport purposes in this feed.
Now I got a question, Rick. What happens if you have completed all 8 dungeons? So does the recorder become useless at that point and it doesn't warp you anywhere?
The recorder turns into what would happen if you had no Triforce.
Ah, so it just becomes a whirlwind.
No. It just toots, goes nowhere.
Ah, okay.
So Boletta is going to take the teleport now. Let's see where he goes, to the Dead Woods, where I believe... Well, I think he may... I'm wondering what Boletta is still looking for at this point.
Yeah, I'm wondering myself.
Oh, Boletta's trying to do a screen scroll.
Yeah, and having a little bit of trouble there.
I was trying to be patient with the screen scroll. Totally can understand that.
Oh, for sure.
Pops back into level 7. Now to go grab that Triforce.
Yep, that's the last thing Boletta needs out of there. But there's still also a heart container he could grab. He hasn't done so already. And unfortunately, Dr. J finds out the bad news himself that 11 hearts is not enough to pick up the magical soul.
Boz! This is the Triforce room. This is why people had to leave.
Yes, the bow was required to get the Triforce in level 7, and it's the blue variety, so you need at least 2 wooden arrows there. Down goes Goman. Boletta's going to... Needed 3.
Yeah, you need 3.
That's right. 3 is the default amount, so it's plus or minus 2, so it could have been 4.
Yeah, it could have been 4 if we were very unlucky.
Right.
So that is why most of our runners haven't gotten the Triforce out of level 7. That's very, very evil.
Oh, it is evil indeed, but that is part of Zelda Randomizer, those good old chain reaction seeds.
Yeah, you needed the bow to get the Triforce out of 7, because under this flag set, you're not getting those silver arrows until you go into level 9.
Absolutely, and then now that we've reached the hour mark of this race...
Yes, 1 hour mark, let's go ahead and do that item recap. Lost Cards fan, take it away.
You got it, Rick. So in level 1, we found 3 heart containers. Level 2 had the bow and the raft. Level 3 has 2 heart containers. Level 4 has the recorder and 1 heart container. Level 5 has the wand and the magical boomerang. Level 6 has the power bracelet and the wooden boomerang. Level 7 has the any key and a heart container. Level 8 had the white sword and 2 heart containers. The standard fare is in level 9, silver arrows and the red ring. The Armo statue item is the red candle, the ladder item on the coast was the book, and the white sword item is the ladder.
Any questions?
No.
Good, because I have none. I have no answers for you at this point.
All right, back to the race at hand. Boletta here in level 8. Truant Gamer here in level 6. Trying to get the Triforce out of here. The only person who has gotten the Triforce out of level 6 is Fury.
Yeah, and the Triforce in level 6 is annoying.
Yeah.
Truant Gamer's heading in the right direction, but it's annoying. And what makes this more annoying is the fact that the compass is 1 row beyond the Triforce, but it's in that upper right nook. You can't blame Fred for the silvers and red ring in 9. It is a case where we had that flag turned on that forced it to level 9.
Exactly. So this is one of those things. So the runners do not know that, but you guys do.
And because a lot of these runners end up playing with frequent flags that have the silvers and red ring shuffled with everything else, I don't know if any of these runners know at this point that they can just Triforce and go right now and just head right straight to 9.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised no one's hit that Gamelmatic 9000 there, Rick. You would think at least one of these runners would have pushed that button by now. Now that we're 62 minutes in, and you know that we've got some big names who are not featured in the race here this week that are running the same set of flags that might be in level 9 for all they know.
Yeah, and what we're going to do is to make sure that we're focusing on the 4 that are currently running. Anybody who finishes prior to any of these 4, we're not going to make a mention of it until somebody here on stream finishes.
Yeah, that way we're not spoiling it for everybody else here. So we're not going to reveal standings until at least...
that's blinding.
Nice. The good old 1940s Zelda version. I love that. The good old grayscale.
God, this is blinding my eyes.
Well, folks, I guess you could say that Adirondack Rick was blinded by the light. Yeah, that can be sore on the eyes, depending on what kind of
Hey, there's your bait block.
There's our bait block. Well, we're not going to feed you anything, Orange Dark Nut.
Why not?
And now Truant Gamer's here in level 3.
Looks like a barber's chair.
Does look like a barber's chair. I'll give you that one, Rick. To me, it looks like the top of a tank that's got the turret, and there's some guy that's riding on it. Why? I have no idea. And Boletta's going to get his Triforce out of level 8. He is just 2 Triforce pieces away from being eligible to go into level 9.
Ooh, Fury getting hit by the Hyrulean firing squad known as the Lionel.
Yep, never a pleasant feeling. None of our runners have a ring. Again, this is a poverty seed. The secrets were 11, 33, and 52, so money very precious in the seed. But Truant Gamer is not that far away from blue ring if he wanted to make that purchase. Again, little do these runners know that the red ring will be in level 9.
We did see level 9, I believe, earlier in the run, but I have not seen it I haven't seen it in a while.
Well, no.
Anyway, so just a quick recap. We can mark off the Triforce for level 3 for Truant Gamer, and we can mark off the Triforce in level 8 for Boletta.
Alright, yes indeed. So again, we have now 2 runners that are 2 Triforce pieces away from gaining access to level 9, and Truant Gamer found another cart container here in level 3, so now in his mind, he has a 1 in 3 chance of picking up that magical sword, and I got a feeling he's going to make another attempt at it at this point. If he can find the other heart container here in level 3, that would double his chances, and that would be the staircase heart container. Unfortunately, what's he going to do? Oh, he's going to pay up the heart container, so, all right. Interesting decision there, but Truant Gamer did not want to give up one of his precious bombs, because this would be one of those situations where it's spend a heart, get a heart. It's looking like it, Rick, because here's our other heart container.
Well, indeed. But it also is a situation here where you may have to decide to spend that, because bombs could become very, very precious when we get to level 9.
Now, level 9, known as the Great Equalizer for a reason, because it's got a lot of rooms, and especially in shape settings, you're playing that good old game of find the bomb hole. But of course, when you have that atlas, it makes it a little bit easier to play.
And just to correct what we were saying, it is a 1 in 3 chance that we know of for the magical sword. We've already seen it be tested at 10 and 11. You couldn't get it at that. So we knew when Truant Gamer has 12 hearts. Now 13 heart. At 12 hearts, it's a 1 in 3 chance. Now it's a 2 in 3 chance. For the runner, it's a 4 in 5 chance.
Yeah, if they had not checked for the magical sword at that point, yeah, then it would be a 4 in 5 chance, because these runners have already checked it at previous occasions. In their mind, they have a 1 in 3 chance, now a 2 in 3 chance on Truant Gamer's case.
So we do see the recorder pickup for Dr. J, PhD. Letta. Close to where that white sword is would help him out in regards to his combat at this point. Fury SK. Wondering where Fury SK is heading off to. I guess he didn't like where that any road dropped him off.
Check this power bracelet spot here where the normal take-in he's taking. That's a door penalty. The door penalty, unfortunately, is the maximum tonight, 25 rupees.
And why is that bad?
Because now that's going to take Truant Gamer further away from purchasing that blue ring if that's the kind of direction he wanted to go. Obviously, he doesn't need to do that because, again, red ring's going to be in level 9, but, you know, maybe he thought about it. Who knows?
Well, I thought you were going to bring up the idea that the money was tight this seed is because the top secret was 52 rupees.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. Usually when you have a nasty, large secret, you tend to have a nasty door penalty as well. And not surprised that door penalty is 25 in a poverty seed like this. That's just the way it works sometimes. Fury SK here near vanilla level 9. Check this recorder spot here. No. There's the white sword for Belletta.
Yes, indeed. So now Belletta picking up that white sword. And I'd like to think that he has now seen all 3 items of this level 8. But he must not have seen the heart container drop.
Yeah, I think he's seen one of the heart containers. But yeah, I don't think he has seen the drop heart container. And there's another leave your heart or max bombs. And Truant Gamer must have no precedence of wanting to pick up the magical sword because he's going to spend another one of those heart containers. You know, I can't fault Truant Gamer for doing that because he's already got the white sword, which usually more often than not is good enough when you're in level 9. But Dr. J, meanwhile, he's got 13 hearts on his ledger, so he may give Mags a chance when he gets to that particular spot, unless, of course, he decides to pay the piper with his mugger room. Unfortunately for Truant Gamer, he is in the wrong direction to where he needs to go to get his Triforce piece.
You know, it's nice watching a slime do a block clip or a late clip like that.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, that is the slime from the Dragon Warrior series.
That is correct. There's the Triforce pickup for Dr. J, PhD. Now the Triforce out of level 4, and Fury's going to be checking what we consider to be the Forgotten Spot. What is he in first with the Forgotten Spot?
Well, the Forgotten Spot is because a lot of people just tend to forget that spot because, you know, there's not really a straightforward path to get there unless you have that ladder. And if you don't check that spot, you know, early enough, and if you don't have the ladder, a lot of people tend to miss it. There's another spot, in my opinion, that kind of gets that moniker, and that's the very southwestern tip of Hyrule because it's south of that Deadwoods Maze. And unless that's your starting screen, I think a lot of people tend to forget that spot too.
Well, that is coming to the realization that it probably not his best interest to spend any longer in here, so off he goes. He will now head inside of this dungeon, this being level 6. There's the recorder pickup for Truant Gamer, Fury SK, 2 Triforces to getting into level 9, does the retry, I guess, didn't have... Guess he tried something, maybe a money-making game, or... Oh, he wanted the bomb back.
Now, bomb's very precious on Fury SK's side here. And I believe Dr. J looks like he might be making a play for Magical Sword again here.
13 hearts.
Yep, he's got a 2 in 3 chance that he's going to get that Magical Sword if he's able to get there. But first he's going to check the Armo statue and get this 33 rupee secret.
Looks like Fury is just trying to get somebody, anybody, drop some bombs for him.
Yeah, that's just the thing. I mean, obviously, if you know your... No. Yeah, game is saying no. I mean, knowing your globals obviously is beneficial. Doing a 10 count can also help you as well. But there's always that chance that you can do everything right and have it end so wrong because the global count of that bomb drop for bomb dropping enemies, it's 1, 6, and 8.
Correct. Truant Gamer picking up the Triforce out of level 4. All he needs to do is get the Triforce out of level 7, and all will be well in his neighborhood.
And he'll be in great shape to claim a good spot here. He would be the winner of our 4 featured runners. Now Dr. J making the play to go to level 8.
Such a fun place to be, level 8.
Yeah, level 8 tends to be a doozy in shapes, because again, it can be in excess of 40 rooms, and I have seen it on a couple of occasions, Rick, where level 8 can be quadruple segmented. Oh, and Truant Gamer taking a death there on that screen. Back to the start he goes.
Anyways, Truant Gamer suffering a death. All Truant Gamer needs to do is get into that level 7.
That is correct here. So once he gets access to that level 7, and I'm kind of surprised he's not what? I wonder what Truant Gamer is thinking at this moment, because you would think he would have made a beeline to level 7 by now.
Is Truant Gamer making another play for Magical Sword?
You know, that would make the most sense.
Oh, he's not.
But he's not making a beeline for the Magical Sword. I'm kind of confused right now at what Truant Gamer's got on his mind, because I would have thought by now he'd be making a mad dash either to the Magical Sword or to level 7. He's doing neither. So I'm confused at what Truant Gamer's doing. Does he know that the recorder takes him to a level that he has not completed yet?
I am wondering if Truant Gamer is trying to get some rupees to make a purchase.
That
maybe
could make sense. Maybe.
One of the large secrets is Power Bracelet blocked. If he goes and gets that blue ring now, I think that will explain what he was trying to do here.
There you go. So if he finds that blue ring shop, provided he's marked everything correctly, yeah.
But he's not heading in that direction.
That is interesting. As Dr. J now finds a heart container.
Right. Yep, that's right. Remember, you need the arrows to get the Triforce out of 7. That's why Truant was going beelining for 7.
He still didn't have the wood arrows, but speaking of which, Dr. J is now guaranteed the Magical Sword with his 14 hearts here in level 8.
The only problem is he's about to pick up the White Sword.
Well, he still might get it anyways.
Well, yeah, he might still get it, but the fact that you're going to find the White Sword when you're already on guaranteed Mag Sword, the game knows.
Yeah, he's not going to pick it up. He's going to leave it behind, I'll bet you. I'll bet you anything. He when he finds that White Sword, he's going to leave it behind. I bet you. That's what he's going to do. You normally don't see a runner do that.
So what's the bet today?
1,000 rupees.
Okay.
Why, were you hoping I'd be betting something else? I wasn't going to bet dollars if that's what you were hoping for.
$1,000? My goodness, you're rich if that's the case.
No
He's
way.
not stopping. He's not stopping.
Aren't I glad I only
you owe me 1,000 rupees.
Yep, I owe you 1,000 rupees. I'll have to pay at the end of the stream. Dadgummit. Maybe he's not going after magical sword. See, what do I know about these runners? And in any event, Fury SK gonna take this side of the transport staircase. And Balletta's still looking for the Triforce here in level 6. Truant Gamer has plenty of money to go against this blue Goma here, but he's missing his marks. He's gonna have to wait another cycle. There's Dr. J with the Triforce out of level 8, but Truant Gamer gets the Triforce out of level 7. That's all 8 Triforce pieces for him.
That is correct. Truant Gamer now eligible to go into level 9. The first of our featured runners to go inside. And we know that level 9 is going to have the red ring and the silver arrows.
So in level 9, Truant Gamer is, of course, going to be looking for that old man that's going to tell him where those silver arrows are. They're going to be in level 9. Those are one of 4 potential hints. There's 3 old men. One of them is where the silver arrows are. One of them could be where Ganon is. One of them could be where Zelda is. And one of them could be what is guarding the compass. When he gets to level 9, of course, he's going to be listening for that roar of Ganon. Here's that roar of Ganon. Then Ganon is adjacent to where he currently stands. 1 room north, south, east, or west. Other thing he's going to be looking for is a room with a single shutter door room, but Patra Wayne just told Balletta, you lose!
Good day, sir?
No.
Okay,
Willy
good
Wonka.
night, sir.
Yeah, good night, sir. No, that had nothing to do with Willy Wonka, see?
I know it doesn't have anything to do with Willy Wonka. I know where your reference is coming from.
Good. All right, I don't have to explain it. Anyways, gonna be looking for that single shutter door room. Full clears that room, and that single shutter door does not open. That's the location of Zelda.
All right, Truant Gamer popping in.
13's
13
enough.
hearts. Enough for magical sword.
Now, though, that it was
white...
either 12 or 13. Now, Dr. J also having a little bit of trouble with that blue Goma. Blue Goma moving all over the place. You need 3 shots to take it down, and still couldn't get him on that cycle.
Luckily, he has 102 arrow shots. He'll be fine. There we go.
Got his Triforce
picked up for Dr. J PhD. Look at that level 9. We almost have a segment at level 9. If only that one dot didn't exist.
I know, the one that connects to that upper northeastern region here. And let's see. 55 rooms.
What was that sound effect?
That was me counting a very, very soft. I'm like, 2, 5, 7.
No, there was a digital noise.
I don't know. Is that Ganon?
No.
I don't know then.
It sounded like a ringtone.
A ringtone? Well, my ringer is off on my phone.
I would hope so.
Unless... Did they change Ganon's sound?
Oh, look at this! See what's in level 9?
Dig Dogger! What are you doing in level 9?
Red put you in here now.
Wow. Well, so does that mean, can we still see Patras in level 9 in addition to the Dig Dogger?
Yes, we can.
Oh, boy. Fred, you've done it again.
Boss groups have been shuffled. Dig Doggers now exist in level 9.
Can anything else exist in level 9? Like, say, Leox and Aquamentuses, etc. What a hint!
Northeast of Skull. And you know where exactly I think would be the best place to have him?
In that one room that connects to the far northeastern tip.
Yes! Yes!
I think Zelda would have been more appropriate there, but you know what?
No.
I like to see Ganon there.
Put Ganon there, because then you can't hear him.
Yeah, and if you didn't have that, atlas, or if you didn't find the map, yeah, good luck finding him. You'll need it. There's the letter for Fury SK. Obviously, he doesn't need. He's gonna burn it. I totally approve of that move, Fury.
So do I.
And now Truant Gamer now has to find the silver arrows. That is one of the things he has to do before he can even go into Ganon's room. Of course, he'd love to find Zelda's room along the way, too.
Here's another possible block for him to find said silver arrows.
Let's see if it's here. There are 6 sets of transport staircase.
No.
He just found another one.
This one will take him to another section of this level. Didn't really take him all that far. Hey, Dig Dogger, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah,
Nice seeing you in level 9.
Yep. Ooh, a spike trap. This looks like level 1, except you have the extra set of spikes. Yikes, and that's another transport set.
You off to another spot inside of this beautiful level 9. This is a great vacation spot.
Now the south central region of level 9 here. Ooh, we got to deal with the blue wizard over here. At least it's just the one, and that magical sword will make quick work of them.
Yeah, it definitely does. Truant Gamer, trying to figure out which way do I go? Which way does he go, George? Which way does he go?
Well, I have no idea which way he goes, but with the any key in hand and 8 bombs, he should be in pretty good shape. This could potentially
Hint?
be a hint
No.
here. No.
Thankfully, those regular bubbles don't make your controls going inverted for now.
Yeah, don't give Fred any ideas, and especially if he's listening in.
People on Discord were already people on Discord were already giving Fred ideas.
I'm sure they were, and maybe this is an old man room. The kidnapped awaits in northwest of Skull. I want to see Zelda in the far tip of the northwest, so that there's only one way to get to her room. That would be great.
Laz, that would be evil.
Now wait just a minute, Rick. You wanted to see Ganon in that northeastern section because you didn't want the runners to hear Ganon. Isn't that evil as well?
Yes. So that means we're both on the same page.
Yes, good. All right, I just want to make sure you're with me there. So, Boletta now has 10 hearts as he's here in this big level 3, trying to find the Triforce, and there's 2 heart containers as well. And to pass this room, he is going to spend one of his hearts. Same scenario. Leave a heart, get a heart.
Answering Trail's question, under this current flag set that we're using, swords will have permanent beams. It doesn't matter how many hearts you have.
Oh, it's so nice to play 3-door Monty, and you've got the any key, because you saw past that shutter door, there were 3 locked doors. I mean, look at all the locked doors we've seen in level 9. This is definitely a seed where you really needed that any key.
That's why we put the any key easy in level 7.
And there's another heart container for Fury that's going to put him up to 9. And unfortunately for Truant, he just got cursed.
Yep, and the curse in this case is inverted control.
Yes, indeedy.
Now, luckily, he still has his sword ability, but that will make things interesting if he gets up to Ganon and he's got inverted controls turned on.
Like I said, it's just like playing the Oracle Ganon fight. Inverted control.
Boletta gets the Triforce at a level 3. Boletta now eligible to head to level 9 as well.
Wow, so we could have ourselves a race between Boletta and Truant Gamer.
Compass!
Very nice find.
And we just turned Ganon too.
Wow. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like you're going to get your wish for Ganon being in that nook. Where is Zelda, though? We're about to find out.
So Ganon is in the room to the right of this. That's still evil, though. And there's Zelda.
That's not evil. Come on, there's 4 ways to get to her room, potentially.
Yes, you are right. There are 4 ways to get to her room, potentially.
Still could be 1, of course.
So Boletta making the path, and we'll soon head on over towards level 9.
Dr. J, with the wand equipped, going to make a quicker work of those blue dark nuts, but still has to be careful because he's got wow!
Dagger with a double shutter. Run!
No escape. Love it. That's evil. I love it.
And there's the Coke purchase for Beletta. Here's a potential staircase room. It is not a staircase, though.
Yep, so let's see if Truant Gamer is able to bomb south of this room to get closer to Zelda. Yep, he's able to bomb to the south. He may want to check to confirm that this is a way to potentially get to Zelda's room. If he goes one screen to the south, we'll get an idea if this is one of the ways to get to Zelda's room, if he decides to make that play.
Yeah, but he wants to check this push block first.
Is there silver arrows here? No, but it's the red ring. That's gonna
it's the item. That's the big help, though.
Very big help. Down to 1/4 of the base value of damage he's going to take here, and I'd still make sure that that's a way to get to Zelda's room first, because you don't want to be defeating Ganon and you're having a wild goose chase to find the Ice Queen. But then again, maybe he knows, and we've missed it.
Oh, that ain't gonna be the way to go anywhere.
Yeah, that turnstile room is the turnstile to nowhere, so he's gonna go to the south here. If we see a shutter door, which we don't, not a way to get to Zelda's room.
We're gonna see some red bubbles. And there's nothing else you can do. This is part of a blocked off portion of level 9.
Yep, so it's a segment by itself, essentially, because it's a dead end. But, I mean, it's not a true dead end because you do get the red ring. But it's not the way to get to Ganon's room, and it's not the way to get to Zelda's room, either.
So, we've seen 2 hints so far.
Yeah, where
we've
Ganon
seen the hint for Ganon. We've seen the hint for the kidnap. There's one more hint that exists, and that hint could either be where the compass is, which would be old news for Truant Gamer, or where those silver arrows are. Dr. J picking up his magical sword.
Yep, which he was guaranteed because he had the 14 hearts, which is the maximum number of hearts you need to get the mags. Of course, we already knew that it was no more than 13 hearts as Truant Gamer picked it up on his side.
I see Dr. J, PhD. Did we miss Dr. J picking up the Triforce out of level 5? Or did we just miss him not getting into level 5 at all? There's the silvers.
He's got it, so Truant Gamer now has everything he needs to complete this seed. He just needs to go back to the room and make his way to Ganon. He knows where Zelda's room is. It looks like he is going to be the winner of our 4 featured runners.
Well, Fury is also in level 9.
Yeah, Fury not too far behind, and now Beletta right behind as well. So I tell you what, both Beletta and Fury SK definitely made up some serious ground, because it looked like Dr. J was in a position to be the second one to be in level 9, but that just wasn't the case.
Yeah, it all depends if one of these two can get a luckier path, as Dr. J is still exploring some certain spots on the overworld.
God, it just makes me wonder, Rick, if he doesn't know about the recorder's feature.
And Dr. J popping into level 9.
Oh, he has? Okay. Maybe he never did know where level 9 was. He found level...
Yeah, he's got the whole 8 Triforce's pieces, so we'll mark off number 5 off Dr. J. We know he's got that. And here's...
Ganon! Ooh, Chevy Room. This is going to be an interesting fight. We need 4 hits to take down Ganon. A Hyrule Driver will only cost him 1 heart with that red ring, as he's taken a couple already. Just needs a couple more hits.
He can afford being a little more bold with this dungeon, with this fight, given the fact that he does have the arsenal. But there it is. Ganon is down. Now, Truant Gamer still has to find a way to get to Zelda. Has not discovered the path to get there just yet. So, as you can see, he's still exploring.
Yep, he knows exactly the room that Zelda's in, but I don't believe he has found the exact path to get to Zelda's room. We saw the area around that map marked, but I don't know if he ever actually checked it out.
Yeah, we'll find out. Fury's in that general direction at this point, a few rooms away. But Fury at this point is still on. Yeah, Fury still at this point is still on, trying to find where the silvers are. Same thing with Beletta. Same thing with Dr. J. You can't get there from here from the east, as Truant Gamer has to figure out a way to get around there.
Ooh, and you can't
get there from here.
Wow. Could this be one of those magical staircase situations?
Well, those witch robes are giving you the how do you do. Can't get there from the right either.
Wow.
You can only get there from the top.
And guess
Or from
what?
the bottom, rather.
Boletta is in a region where he could make a path to get to Zelda's room.
And also, Fury's in that same room.
Wow. So yeah, the only way to get to Zelda's room, as you mentioned, Rick, is from. Wait a minute. Can't get
From
there
the room, from the room to the right here. Unfortunately,
right.
Boletta and Fury are not going to find it because they're still on Silver Arrow mode.
Yes, correct. They have to get the silver arrows first and defeat Ganon before they can rescue the princess. Neither one of them have the compass.
That is right.
But Truant Gamer may potentially have found the way, but he can't bomb to the north. Let's see if he's able to find some rooms here. He bombed to the north of this room. He cannot.
No. And he was in that section before. He's got to remind himself how to get there.
Well, Ice Queen Zelda is not a hide-and-seek champion for nothing, Rick.
Oh, she definitely is hiding and seeking from these runners at this point. As Dr. J getting the hint about the kidnap being on the top left corner. And right now we're just keeping an eye on Boletta as well as Fury because who knows? One of these two could chisel out a fast path to those silver arrows.
With all four of our featured runners in level 9, Rick, it is still anybody's game.
Oh yeah. I think Truant may have figured it out. There it is. You just gotta head on down 3 rooms. You can't bomb to the right, can't bomb up. So head south. You don't see the door there, so you now know it is a top entry only. So there it is. There's the shutter door that opens, and Truant Gamer will be the first of these featured 4 to win. Zelda in her own room. Fred!
Well, that explains why there was only one way to get to Zelda's room. You can't get there from the other sections because that wall is guarding it. But yes, get your GGs out for Truant Gamer. He is the first of our featured 4 to complete this seed for this week's Randomizer Showcase.
And now we'll go ahead and give you the descriptions of who made it through this seed already. Third Wolf ended up winning this seed with a 112.17. Redbird Grad was second place, 121.01. Captain Green 7 was third with a 123.55. Shaddy was fourth, 124.37 with a dot comment. I want to talk to the person who said, "How can we make bubbles even worse?"
Wasn't me. I hate bubbles. You know that. I made an emote specifically for my hatred of bubbles in this game.
And Truant Gamer. I'm in line behind Shaddy. Let's talk to Truant Gamer. Truant Gamer, right. You're the first of the featured 4 to finish off with this seed, and you have some nasty words to say about bubbles, don't you?
Yeah, I don't know if me being the first of the 4 is anything to brag about at this point.
By the way, I'm going to stop you for just one moment. The third hint is replaced by a mugger, so we're never going to see any other hints. That's it.
No hints about the silvers. Nice. So, how about those inverted controls?
Not a fan.
I bet. Then, have you ever played the Oracle games before, Truant Gamer? Just out of curiosity.
Yes, I have.
And you know about the Ganon fight where there's a point where he kind of conjures a spell that inverts the controls in that too. So, no fun.
Besides the bubbles, what were your thoughts about the other flags that were being in play here?
You know, a lot of them kind of threw me off a bit. The mirrored overworld is still something to get used to, but yeah, having that beam sword permanently, I kept dying because I was thinking, oh, I'm good on health. I'm just going to mow through everything. I've got a beam sword. It means I've got full health, and I kept forgetting it.
That is an interesting way of looking at it, yeah. And so right now, it looks like Boletta could be the second of the runners to find the silver.
I approve of what Fury just did to that old man. I'd have done the same thing here in level 9. Give him a zap.
Oh, Boletta. No, he's in the room next to Ganon. Who takes the death before he can grab the compass, though?
That's brutal. Yeah, we could see 11 deaths for your truant gamers. So yeah, that can be one of those things that can give you a false sense of security, thinking you got a lot of health. But yeah, you can have that beam sword at half a heart, and before you know it, boom, you're out.
No, Dr. J is going to be the next one to get the silvers.
Yep, it's this room right here.
Yep, just get past these gorillas. How weird did it seem to see Dig Doggers in 9?
You know, now that you say it, I really wasn't paying attention to it. But now that you mention it, yeah, it was a definite change. I think I like that, though, being mixed up.
Never know when you're going to have the need to kill a Dig Dogger to get to a room with silver arrows.
Now, I say that now, but next time I do a 9 and it has nothing but 4-headed Gleeox, I'm not going to think the same way.
A couple finishers to mention. Jay Coper finished 6th place, 134.34. Amazing Toaster, 135.26. Amazing Toaster saying that I hecked up the flags. How nice. One flag I didn't realize was on, and I didn't realize this until about 50 minutes into this run, was about the red ring and silver arrows being forced to 9.
You know what? And I was thinking about that as I was going into 9 because I had everything else, and I thought, oh, I wonder if that flag was on. I never looked at it, so it would have been useful.
Now Dr. J, the second one to the Ganon fight here, he has his potion at the ready just in case, because a high roll driver on his case is going to cost him 4 hearts because he did not find the red ring. Speaking of the red ring, how about that somewhat trolly northwestern section of the map that it looks like it connects to Zelda's room but doesn't, but you were able to get the red ring there, which did help you a lot in that Ganon fight.
Dr. J's got to get somewhere different. He's taking a lot of hits, just not able to do anything, and finally, I think he may be in the placement where he can finally do some damage against Ganon. He's trying to move around a little too much at this point, and he would be better off if he just got into the bottom left corner on that first bracket and just stayed right there. Oh no!
He's pushed back. Oh, he needed one more hit. Oh no! Oh, that is absolutely brutal, and that may cost Dr. J right there.
Yeah,
yikes!
He's going to go pick up some more potions at this point. But he does know how to get to Ganon at this point. He's got the compass. How about that one way to get to Zelda?
Yeah, that threw me off a little bit going back because you had those couple of staircases at the beginning, and I think one went to Zelda and the other one took you the roundabout to Ganon, Silvers, and all that. So it wasn't too fond of that, but like Laz was saying, getting the red ring going the long way around definitely calmed me down a bit just to finish.
Now Dr. J going to show off that letter here, going to buy the Coke here for 49 rupees so he can refill his potions twice. Now because he showed off that letter, that means he had taken a potion from a Take-Any cave previously.
Yeah, he did. Which means he could have had 15 heart.
I mean, 15 hearts is nice, but 15 hearts you don't need because, I mean, especially if you get the red ring. You get the red ring, you pretty much have 56 hearts at that point. Amazing Toasters had a 16 heart seed according to what he just posted to the chat.
Yeah,
that's very rare. That's very rare, though, in a Zelda randomizer.
Doesn't surprise me if these probably were trying to figure things out. There's Boletta finding the silver arrow, so Boletta now being the second or the third of these runners to find the silvers. Fury needs to make it over just a couple of rooms to the north. Ends up using the potion at this point.
Yeah,
try to clear out this room because this is a staircase, but it's not going to give him the silvers. Boletta knows where those silvers are, has grabbed them, and he will move on and see how he does against Ganon. Let's turn what Dr. J is looking for at this point now. Maybe he's trying to find some rupees for the blue ring after taking that death. But for Boletta, here's Ganon, round 2. Green tunic, green slime, rather.
Needs 8 hits to take down the beast, maybe 7, because again, it's plus or minus 2 HP.
And he's going to go over here to the corner. Fortunately, he's not getting a hit on Ganon just yet. Oh, takes the death.
Yeah, that's a high roll driver. Back to start. Boletta goes. Boy, again, Chevy room, definitely not a room you want to have a Ganon fight. It's debatable, but for me, I think it's the worst room to have a Ganon fight, followed by the Moat room.
Amazing Toaster confirms it's 12 hearts to get mags.
All right, so 12 hearts was what was needed to get the magical sword. The runners had checked at 10, 11, and then 13 first on Truant Gamer's side.
Fury's in line to find the red ring real soon. Well, if he can clear out this room.
Yeah, this is a interesting breakfast platter here with those Tektites, Wizzrobes, and the bubbles.
Get that clock, but he's
get that clock. No! Takes a hug from the Wizzrobe. That is nasty. Ouch.
Oh, Dr. J is Geenie farming. He wants that blue ring.
It's a smart move because he could spawn a lot of Geenies here, and then you kill the Master one, and they are in the money dropping group, so you could get 15 rupees plus easily.
Here's Boletta, round 2. Refills his health. Let's see how he does. Ready? Fight!
Here's Ganon! Looking for 7 or 8 hits on this white sword. He's got to be careful because a high roll driver will cost him 4 hearts. I'm going to try that spot again, but so far, not landing anything.
Yeah,
there's one.
There's one. That's good, at least. He gets the first hit off.
Yep, there's 2.
There's 2. Try to see if he couldn't get into a stun lock. Unable to do so. There's 3. Come on. Nope, no stun lock.
And he's not got much health left. Gonna have to be careful.
4,
5.
5.
Ooh. There's the high roll driver again. Ouch. So close for Boletta, but not to be. And I think he's going to do the same thing. Buy a potion.
Yep, so Boletta leaving level 9. He's going to get himself his health replenished, purchase another potion, or get sacked with a door repair charge.
Oh, well, no matter. He still has plenty of cash to get that potion. Remember, it's 49 rupees for the double.
Well, yeah, but still, getting a door repair charge when you're not wanting to find them at this point.
Right, I understand that.
We had an 8th place finish from Random Effect. He finished with a 139.21. Apparently, he died to Ganon 4 times.
Man, and a guy like Random Effect, who is one of the best routers of the game, when you hear from him that he dies 4 times to Ganon, someone with exceptional combat skills like Random Effect, who runs the vanilla game, just goes to show how difficult it is to have a fight with Ganon in the Chevy room.
Oh, absolutely. So, Boletta will make his way over in just a few moments. Back into level 9, there's the ring purchase for Dr. J. This could be an interesting match to figure out who's going to be the 3rd and 4th of our featured runners at this point.
Yeah, right you are, Rick, because Ganon being in a room like the Chevy room, yeah, that blue ring is definitely going to help Dr. J, because a high roll driver will that only cost him 2 hearts now, so I think once he gets his resources at the ready, he'll take another crack at Ganon.
Oh, absolutely. So, Boletta back into level 9. Dr. J PhD going back into level 9. Trying to make their way through. Now, because both of these runners left level 9, that means those Wizzrobes are going to be back in that one room to the left of Ganon.
Yeah, that's right, because even though bubbles lock the room in place, if you do leave the dungeon, everything is reset.
Yep. So now, coming back into the room here, and we're going to see both of these runners try to deal with their combat. Looks like Dr. J may have had a faster path to get to Ganon at this point. Pushes the block, and Boletta taking a long road to get to where he needs to go. Finally moves away. Hard to see how many hearts that Boletta has at this point. Or maybe Dr. J has a longer path to get to him.
Well, maybe.
Nice clock right there. At any time a runner gets a clock, I would love to see them. If it's a mixed Wizzrobe room, try to kill the blue Wizzrobe next.
By the way, I just noticed something. That Dig Dogger had 3 segments, so guess what? Even though Patras don't respawn when you kill them, that Dig Dogger's gonna.
Alright, well there's Boletta but going back into the fight, trying to get him to a stun lock. Gets into the corner. Ganon not behaving. Down. Oh, wow. Down to a heart already.
Yeah, he took 2 Hyrule drivers in that fight. Gonna have to use one of those potions. Oh, they don't respawn. Okay, I think it's the triple Dodongos.
Yeah, it's Dodongos that do. There we go. Come on. We've got it. Bulletta! No!
One more hit we still need. And has to drink the last of his potion.
Yeah. This is a safety drink at this point.
Yeah, this is a normal HP Ganon. He just needs one more hit. There he goes.
There
Down
we go.
Goes the pig. We've got Bacon and Bulletta. If he knows the path to get to Zelda's room, he could snipe it away here from Dr. J.
Yeah, Dr. J has not made it back to the Ganon fight at this point. I'm thinking Dr. J is searching for something at this stage. I don't know exactly what he's searching for, but
silver arrows?
Maybe he's searching for the red ring. But I don't know why you'd purchase the blue ring before you do that.
Maybe he's trying to find the way to Zelda's room first, then go back to Ganon.
Yeah, that may have been exactly what he's doing. So, Bulletta, he's going to go over to this room and he's going to find out the bad news. You can't get that from here.
Yep.
Almost getting Wizrobe beamed in the process.
And he's going to find the bad news. He's not going to be able to bomb from here either to get to Zelda's room.
Yep, and those Wizrobes are going to give him the how do you do. And so now he's got to figure out a different way to get to where she is. How about that great path to Zelda, Truant? So deceiving on how to get...
Yeah, because you had, I think it was down was the way, and if you went left instead, that took you towards Ganon, so it was... what was it? To get to Zelda, it was you took the stairs down, around, back up.
Yep.
That was a little more than... Well, I missed the door the first times.
Dr. J waiting out the red bubbles, gets himself the path, and now he'll be a couple of rooms away from getting the scan. So it's going to come down to who finds out the room to get to her. Although Bulletta could be on the path. There we go.
Yeah, Bulletta is right there. Just has to make sure that he doesn't take a death. He's down to 3 hearts right now, so he just has to get past one more room. That shutter door is going to automatically open, and get your GGs out for Bulletta. He's going to be the second of our featured runners to finish the race.
Finishing in 9th place, 148.03. GG's to Bulletta.
Yeah, GG to Bulletta indeed. We get the 1940s grayscale finish as he bombs the princess. I'd probably be doing the same thing considering how hard it was to find her. So good job from Bulletta. Get your GGs out.
Here's Dr. J. He's in the Ganon fight. All he needs is 4.
Yep.
Of the magical sword hits against Ganon. Don't take a Hyrule driver to a red Ganon. There we go.
He had the blue ring, so he had plenty of health to withstand one of those Hyrule drivers. So now he just needs to make the path to Zelda's room himself.
Yeah, but you still don't want to take that death. I mean, that would be a horrible death to take, especially if you don't get to grab that Triforce. So Dr. J just seems like he's trying to look at all of his options at this point.
And Furious K, man, doing some bobbing and weaving there to avoid those red bubbles there. Very nicely done.
So Dr. J trying to make his way over to Zelda at this point. Fury having... Ooh.
Yeah, getting Wizrobe beamed to the...
a death.
Ouch.
So Dr. J finding out the bad news at this point. You can't get that from here.
And now Furious Kate does not have the silver arrows, so I'm going to unlight the silver arrows because you see there's only the wood arrows there for Fury.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much for joining us, Truant Gamer. Get your GGs in the chat for Truant.
Thanks, everybody. Looking forward to seeing more of these flags in the future.
Yeah, you bet. These are a lot of fun, a lot of changes here, and we know you're going to enjoy them.
And now Dr. J just trying to figure out where to go. Fury is cursed. Needs to head north. Will he bomb? It looks like he was thinking about it.
The thing with Fury is that he did not find the white sword out of level 8, so he is going to have to really battle for his win. He needs 15 hits with that wood sword.
Give me 1 second, Lons. You can go ahead and take over.
All right. So, pretty much now, as Fury unfortunately taking a death here, Dr. J thinks he's close, but in reality, we know he's not. He's got to find that magical staircase that's going to take him northwest of Zelda's room to find that little hook that's going to take him south of that room, find the room to the east, and he'll find the shutter door at that point, but he's not there yet.
He's close, but possibly walking in the wrong direction. Fury walking up and down, up and down, up and down, going back into 9. Dr. J, could he bomb to the north? Could this be the path to get to her? Goes in the staircase. Pops out. Where are we popping out?
Oh, we're about to find out here.
Oh, one room southwest. That's another way.
There's another way to get there, so he's there. So, guys, get your GGs out for Dr. J. He's going to be the third of our featured runners to finish off this seed.
And there we go. We fire the silver arrows, and there's Dr. J finishing. We do have one finisher before Dr. J finished. We have Mr. Cab finishing 10th place, 1 hour, 49 minutes, and 13 seconds.
Hey, well, that's
place, Dr. J, 152.02.
Hey, what? That's a pretty respectable finish for Mr. Cab, because if my memory serves me, Rick, I believe Mr. Cab has just started to do Zelda Randomizer runs.
Yeah, in the past couple of months, he's been doing various races. And welcome to Dr. J, PhD. So, what's your thoughts overall about these?
The having to not have to grind for like candle or bombs at the beginning, that's a huge help, but even in this seed, that can only go so far. Especially when the big secret was as low as it was. Like, there was no chance of you buying blue ring unless you absolutely needed it. And for me against Ganon, I needed it.
Yeah, Ganon being in a Chevy room, a lot of people were struggling with that fight. A lot of deaths across the board. The only saving grace that we had seen from our featured 4 was Truant Gamer managed to find the red ring before he found the silver arrows, so that really helped him out for the Ganon fight.
Yeah, but it was going to be a tough route to get to those to that red ring. It was in the top left corner of level 9.
Yikes.
Yeah, and it required a magical staircase to get there too, because that whole region in the northwest, there's like 7 or 8 rooms. That's just one region. It doesn't connect to anything.
Yeah, of course, that would be where the most useful item is that's not required.
So, what did you think overall about the TikTokers in 9?
Certainly a much more welcome addition than Patras, but at that point, Magical Sword is going to take down.
Oh!
The Beam Sword permanently being on was a big help, too. Especially when I did have to see those Patras in, was it 6, I think?
Fury gets Wiz roped.
Yes, the Patras were in level 6, that's right.
Yeah, these flags on the beta, they certainly help the beginning go faster. It's just what you do with it after.
Yeah, there was one flag that I didn't realize that was turned on with this set that I didn't realize until we got into about 50 minutes in, was the red ring and silver arrows forced to 9.
Yeah, I saw that at the beginning. I was just like, alright, that's one off the checklist I have to worry about in the first.
Amazing toast dripping in chat. Reverse controls was quote unquote fun.
Yeah, let's call it that. Fun.
Well, I love the fact that there was those red bubbles only 3 rooms away from Ganon.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, that's always gross.
And in a room where you have to push the block to go through it to get to them.
Oh, fantastic.
He really wants to get into the staircase. He's gonna find out that this does not contain the silver arrows. It will take him up towards the top portion of this level 9.
It's going to
It's
take
only
him toward
4
the...
rooms away from the silvers.
That's correct. But the good news is it is going to take him to, the silver arrows. You're right.
And we bomb to the right. And there it is. 3 rooms, not 4. There we go. Let's go ahead and kill ourselves some gorillas. Red gorillas that go down to 2 hits are nice.
Yeah, absolutely. So they rolled down the minimum, -2, and he's going to get his silver arrow. So now he has everything he needs to defeat Ganon at this point.
Actually, they start with 3, so they rolled only -1.
Man, why did I think it was orange wizard robes? Dadgummit.
I thought you were going to go with red dark nuts, but alright.
Yeah, red dark nuts do too. You're right.
Alright, time to head on over towards Ganon. Let's go ahead and finish this off.
Yep. However, it's going to be a lot of fun with Fury because he has no ring and he only has wood sword, so he's going to have 15 hits to take down the beast, and a Hyrule driver at his state, he'd be out.
Yikes.
155.18, 12th place, J Wade 614. Okay, your G's in the chat for all of our finishers so far.
Well,
For the 4th and final time, here's Ganon.
Well, let's see if Fury can get lucky here and get that stun lock. He's trying, but he's down to his last half a heart, and he's gone.
That didn't end well.
No, it didn't. Again, with wood sword in a Chevy room. I mean, if you were in a normal room, an easy room like Ganon's room, or just a plain room, that fight would be easy peasy with the wood sword and only 3 hearts. But when you're in a Chevy room and your maneuverability is rather limited, yeah, tough fight. Trying to build up that count, I think. Trying to build up that count for a fairy, I'll bet you. Trying to get that 16
that's exactly
count.
what he's doing.
Love it. Oh, but he just lost his count right there. Now he's got to do it all over again.
How about the permanent beam sword?
I was so okay with that.
So with the 15 hits in hand, just needs to kill 1 Tektite, and there's his fairy.
Actually, I had to kill 2 more. Apparently, he was at 14, but it doesn't really matter.
It must have been. So he's going to do it all over again. He's going to build that count up to 16. No, he's not going to.
Well, the problem is that now that he disposed of those,
they won't
all
be
the
there.
Tektites,
Right.
not much of a reward for continuing on with that room.
Yep, exactly, because they're not going to respawn for a little while.
First, didn't try to take down that one blue gorilla, see if he couldn't get a fairy drop off them, because blue gorillas are part of that health drop group.
Yeah, that's right, Rick, as well as blue dark nuts, but whenever I play this game, if I'm low on health, blue dark nuts never provide.
No, they know when you don't. They know when you need the health. They don't want to give it to you then.
Exactly, and they always give it to you when you're at full health or very, very, very close to it. So once again, Fury going to try his luck against Ganon. Round 2. Fight.
Ew, that's a tough spawn point right there. And he's going to try. I thought he was going to be bold and head on over towards him. He's trying to wait him out.
Ah! Takes a Hyrule driver there, the good old warm Ganon hug, and back to start he goes. And kind of makes you wonder how much more Fury wants to take of this.
Yeah, Fury getting beat up in this room here. Best idea was to do the up and A. Because you want to have more than 3 hearts heading up.
Oh, no question about it. I mean, 3 hearts in a Ganon fight where you're going to lose 4 hearts every time you get bopped. Yeah, it's no fun.
Oh. There's 14. Oh, I know.
Nice.
Oh, that was a nice
Got the
double.
double. Very good indeed. Well played. Now, of course, one of those might have been a random lucky fairy, because if my memory is correct, I believe orange Tektites are in the garbage dropping group, and there is a fairy in that set.
That is correct. The fairy drop on that set is at the number 4 on the global counter. So
right.
maybe that was something that Fury ended up doing. I counted 14 hits, so 15 was the blue rupee, 16 was the fairy, 17 was the rando fairy.
Alright, so trying to get through this without getting bopped by the red bubbles. He does so successfully, so he's going to have 8 hearts, but he can still only take 1 Hyrule driver, so take 3 coming up here for Fury.
Yeah, but this is the most amount of hearts that he started this fight with.
Absolutely, so let's root on Fury as he tries to take down Ganon here. He's looking for 15 hits, trying to get that stun lock if he can.
Yep, and there he tries, but he doesn't
the right
get
teleport.
That. He's also got the tough having to do this with only the wood sword.
Oh yeah, easily. There's 2 hits, 3. Nope. There's 4. Nope. Still can't get that stun lock. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, but he lost him. Oh, come on.
Yeah, and fireball.
Oh, 11 hits and down goes Fury.
Fireball, yeah. He took the fireball. Round up another death there for Fury. This is not fun when a runner goes through this, because when you go through deaths like this, it's burning through your mind. It's really infiltrating your mind, and you have to really, really calm yourself down and focus so you can get back to where you were.
Yeah, and one of the problems is Fury, believe it or not, doesn't have enough money to buy a potion. He's using his silver arrows anyways.
Well, that's actually what I thought he was trying to do based on the count, was to count up to 14, get the blue rupee, so he could start saving up money for the potions.
And it would have made the most sense too, Rick, but that's not what Fury had in mind, so he's going to try to get a fairy. That's his strat. Try to get a fairy here, build up his health, give himself extra chances at the Ganon fight, and he's going to try it again. Why not?
8. That's 9. There will make 12. That will be 13. Oh, come on. He took a hit right there before he could leave the room, in 15 consecutive kills.
Brutal.
And before you get on out of here, anything you want to add about this run, Dr. J?
I mean, not really. Besides that, it's a really different game with these new flags in the beta.
Oh, definitely. And we saw that based on how the finishes were aligning in this seed. So, GG to you. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks.
All right, let's cheer Fury on. This is going to be round 4.
Yep, let's see if he can get that stun lock this time. I have faith he's going to do it this time. So let's cheer him on. Let's hope he can take down the beast this time around. Of course, he cannot get hit by those red bubbles.
But he can, but inverse controls against Ganon probably wouldn't be fun.
No. It's already a fun fight. Oh, getting a hit there. Not that it really matters, because you're losing 1 heart.
I'm not certain what he was trying to do with that gel.
I don't know what he was trying to do either. So here's round 4 against Ganon. Let's root him on here.
Come on, Fury!
Get the 15 hits you need. Yeah, he's got this. Come on, let's go. He's trying to find the sweet spot here. Trying to make sure he doesn't get Hyrule drivered. And, he's coming for him.
Yeah, he's retreating out of the other corner.
Now he's trying to get a stun lock from the other side. 1. There's 2. Couldn't quite get the stun lock there.
Yeah, he was in the wrong position, really, to try to get that going.
There's 3.
Let's see if... Nope.
No, stun lock doesn't get
3.
the right teleport. 4. Again, getting the wrong teleport.
Well, the problem is also he's getting bopped around, which is preventing him from
7.
getting things set up. Gets
got
3
7.
hits there. So we're up to 7 out of possible 15, or
8.
maybe 1 fewer.
9. But again, getting the left side teleport. There's 10. 11. Ooh, not quite.
That was scary just based on where his hitbox was.
There's 12.
Ooh, that's not a good spot for him.
Oh!
And there's the Hyrule driver.
No! Well, he had it there, and it just barely missed. And he had a good groove going down. He got several hits in a row without taking a fireball, so he definitely had a little something going, but just couldn't quite seal the deal.
Not even trying for the fairy drop at this point.
And make sure you give all 4 of our featured runners tonight, Balletta, Truant Gamer, Fury SK, and Dr. J a follow. They were tremendously good tonight here in these brand new flags that we've got here for the beta Zelda Randomizer. Again, these will be released once all the bugs have been tinkered with and taken care of. You'll be able to enjoy these real soon.
Absolutely. Now, Fury's having a hard time with this, but, you know, this is not Fury's fault. You know, he's having a rough time with the combat at this point. But, you know, he's trying his best, and, you know, Ganon with Wood Sword is not easy as he takes another death.
Well, it's not that Ganon with Wood Sword's not easy. It's just the room he's in that's not easy.
It's a mixture of everything.
Right.
Ganon plus Wood Sword plus Green Tunic plus Chevy room. So 3 hits per candle, that puts him at 9. Dodge those fireballs, we're at 12, and there's 15. Now get out of here.
Maybe Ganon.
Double kill.
Ooh, maybe Ganon needs to trade a Chevrolet for a Cadillac.
That's tough there, because
what
ended up happening to Fury is that he killed more than one, and the game registered the kill at the same time, so it bypassed the 16 fairy.
Ah, that's a bummer.
That was unfortunate.
Was very unfortunate, but I'll tell you what, give Fury some credit here. I think a lot of runners by this point would have just thrown in the towel and just called it a night here, but Fury is trying to persevere here and get through this fight.
I would just love to be able to push him to the finish line at this point.
Alright, so round 6 coming up against Ganon. This is like watching a heavyweight battle.
Yeah, unfortunately, right now the scorecard has been Ganon, 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 Ganon.
Yeah, it's been a lot of 10-8s and 10-7s. There's a stun lock.
Can we get this?
3.
Can we get this? No, that's 3 so far. It is good. Whoa, yeah, that was going to be tough. That was going to be tough. Fireball was going to get right in the way.
Yeah, that's a tough break there for Fury. I mean, thought he had the stun lock there, but he just missed. Once again, Fury trying to build up that count to 15 and get back into that room here. Try to take down those Tektites and force himself a fairy. He'd like to get a double if he possibly can. There's a fairy. Oh, but he left all the Tektites there. I wonder if he's going to go for that strategy again. Yes, sir. Like it. Alright, let's see how Fury did. Oh, no!
Killing more than one at a time.
Yep, but got bopped as he was in the process of killing that last one.
And now he's got to deal with the inverted controls.
Ah, brutal.
Alright. Let's see how he does.
So this will be round 7, and he's got inverted controls to deal with. I tell you what, Rick, wouldn't be something if he pulled this off. He's gonna try and get into the spot. There's one. He's got the stun lock. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh.
Wow, that was close. And also, don't forget
Try. Boy, that was a good try there.
He is leaving.
Yeah, he's going to leave. Now, he does have enough to buy a potion if he wanted to make that choice. I tell you what, Fury is not giving up. He is not giving up the ship yet. You got to commend him for his... he's got to commend him for his perseverance here. Again, a lot of people, I think, in his position would have just folded right there.
Off to the fairy fountain to load up another round.
I still think he should buy some potion. I mean, I know he's a little bit short. I mean, he could easily get a handful of rupees to buy that Coca-Cola. But I, honestly, in Fury's position there, because if he pushes that block, he's going to find a medicine shop.
He can't push that block.
That's right. He never got the power bracelet out of level 6. That's right.
He's going to go in with the 9 hearts at this point, providing that he doesn't take any damage. But the problem is that all the rooms that got cleared out that have things like the traps and whatnot,
oh yeah,
will be around.
Yep, they'll be back. Mm.
He didn't get the power bracelet.
Huh. Okay. I'm sorry, Rick. I completely missed it. What the heck just happened?
He just burned the blue ring.
And I would have done the same thing in his position because he has been through so much in this level 9 right here.
Oh, let's hit 1. Just be careful with your health.
Yeah, I would have set the blue ring on fire myself. And if he were to explore the rest of this level 9, and if he were to find the red ring, he'd probably burn that one too. Yeah, he only needs 200 more rupees. The problem is, I think all of the secrets are gone at this point, and the only way you can get the rupees is A, play the money-making game, or B, farm at Guineas.
Oh, we saw Dr. J farm at Guineas. I wish we had had the chance to ask him at that point.
Yeah, that would have been a good question, because, you know, it's a solid strat.
It
Definitely
is
a solid strat.
Alright, come on, Fury. Let's get our love in chat for Fury. Let's see him do this.
Oh, you bet. Oh,
Ooh,
just
bubble.
got around. Nice. Got around.
Gonna have to be careful in the next room. Got the mixed variety to deal with.
Yep, the Wizrobes and those Gorillas. All right, round 8. Fight!
And another top right corner spawn. Fury trying to see if he couldn't get a hit in. Maybe try to get him on the bottom rung here. Taking a couple hits already. Gets Ganon the first time, but down to 4.5 hearts. Gets him another time, gets him second. There's 3.
Oh,
that's a Hyrule driver.
Another Hyrule driver. Oof.
And you once again got to give Fury SK some credit once again. Some runners would throw in the towel.
I know I don't do much Zelda Randomizer, Rick, but if this were happening to me and I only had a wood sword, I probably would have just shut off and say, you know what? I had fun, but this is too much for me. Good night. Yeah, I applaud Fury's courage here, getting through the seed.
Oh.
We'll see if he's able to finish it off. Boy, just been tough. That should be the count he needs to get. Ooh, he got the double. Nice.
Yeah, and I think this time it was a 14.
Yeah.
14, then the double for the 16. Come on, Fury, you can do this. Let's go, Fury. We should have asked Dr. J how much the beta flag is, what he's asking for the beta flag.
Yeah, we should have. Uh-oh, he just got red bubbled. Now he's going to have to deal with the inverse controls again. I see, because I heard the clapping too, so he must have one of those old-fashioned clappers. Man, I remember that. Hoy! That FU beam, and he dodged it. Nice job, Fury.
Clap on, clap on.
Clapper. All right, here we go with another Ganon fight here. Let's see how Fury does. Let's cheer him on here. Looking for 15 hits. There's one. Get that stun lock. No. And here comes 2. Still can't get the stun lock here.
Yes, because
there's 3, 4. Here we go. 5. 6.
Yeah, the problem is Fury needs so many more hits at this point, down to a half a heart. Come on, get him,
10,
driver.
11.
Come on, come
12,
on, come
13,
on.
14.
Come on.
Yes!
Yes!
He did it!
All hail the Triforce!
Well done, Fury, with just a half a heart to spare, got the 15 hits. Down goes Ganon, and we've got more bacon and the Triforce of power. Now he just has to backtrack to Zelda's room.
By the way, Fury has the beeping turned off.
Oh, the beeping turned off. Is that another new flag that Rick has added to the Zelda Randomizer? Fred has added to the Zelda Randomizer.
I was going to say, I haven't added anything to this randomizer.
I know. I got the names mixed up. Sorry. Fred Coughlin, our creator of the Zelda Randomizer. So that's a new feature he added to the randomizer, did he?
Yes. It is a cosmetic addition where you can turn off the beeping. Although,
nice.
Sometimes I wonder why you would want to do something like that. Fury just a few rooms away once he comes off this staircase.
Well, I know there's a couple of runners around here that can't stand the beeping noise. I'm not really one of those runners, but I could see where that would come into play. But in any event, get your GGs out for Fury SK. He fought, he conquered, and he has completed this seed, and that is the last of our 4 feature runners for tonight.
Wow. So, Zarnax finished 13th place, 207.44. Fury, 14th place, 220.04. Get your GGs in the chat. Thank you very much. I would have to feel that after all of that, we will probably not really see a conversation with Fury. If there is, we'll keep it brief. But how about this for the introduction of the beta flag set here, Laz?
they were fantastic. I really enjoyed seeing these brand new flags. The mirrored overworld. You have starting with the, oh, we do have an interview here. With that, we do have Fury SK here in the commentator's booth with us. Boy, I tell you what, I got to give it to you. I got to give you all the credit in the world, Fury SK, for persevering through that Ganon fight. I mean, I think a lot of runners would have just thrown in the towel for the night, but not you. You persevered. It took you some attempts, but that final fight, the clutchness at the end, hey, congratulations.
Yeah, it finally took me going in inverted to figure out how to fight him.
And I think it wasn't the danger noodles this time around.
No. It was your roll.
I regret nothing. Well, so inverted controls. How did that work for you as when you got bopped with the red bubbles?
Yeah, it was fine. I mean, a little bit of misdirection right when you get hit right off the bat, and then within a couple of seconds you usually can do it pretty well, but sometimes Wizrobes move around and you get a little bit sketchy combat going, and that happened right in that room before him a couple times, especially at the front door.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's one thing to have the Chevy room come up in a scene like this. It's another to kind of throw him off a full tile to the right and then invert it and then have him kind of offset back to the left after a while. So it took forever and a day for him to finally settle down into a pattern I could do.
And then you finally got the stun lock put together and you beat him with a half a heart remaining and GG. And a lot of people are giving you credit in chat for getting through that after the attempts that you had to that fight. So GG to you.
Thanks. Just built up a lot of rage and wasn't going to stop until he was dead. So,
and we just had our final finisher here for Ryan 7, finishing 15-23-20. So that brings an end to the beta showcase. Next week we'll return to semi-normal flag, if you want to call it that.
Right. Now, before we leave you tonight, I do want to point out, if you enjoyed Zelda Randomizer, we've got some Zelda 3 Randomizer action coming up tomorrow here on our Speed Gaming family of channels. 2 p.m. Eastern on Speed Gaming 3, we have one of the Link to the Past daily races with standard flags. And then at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, both on Speed Gaming 2 and Speed Gaming Francais, we have Banta versus Zero Rush in the Fall 2018 tournament. Ganon inverted, randomized. It's going to be a lot of fun. So if you like Zelda Randomizer, we've got your daily dose of that tomorrow here. But next Sunday, back to the semi-normal flags here for our weekly Zelda 1 Randomizer showcase.
I do want to ask Fury one more question.
Yeah.
How weird did it feel to find the wood sword underneath a burn bush?
Hard to say. It was just kind of one of those things that you have to anticipate when that flag's on. It's just like, okay, there it is.
All right, well, I think at this point we'll go ahead and wrap things up. Special thanks to all 4 of our featured runners for allowing us to talk about their content for the past couple of hours. For Bletta, for Truant Gamer, for Dr. J PhD, and for Fury SK. For Jiggly Saint, who's been clicking the buttons all this evening. And for Last Cards Fan 23. Let me ask you a question.
Sure, what's up?
What flag that you got to see was the most interesting flag that we showcased tonight?
Well, I think the most interesting flag that we got to see was, just the fact that you already started with a blue candle, 8 bombs, and finding the wood sword. It's not going to be as easy as it used to be. It's not going to be in that open cave anymore. Now you definitely have to do some Hyrule exploration to find that wood sword to get that combat boost in. It could be anywhere. So I really enjoyed that aspect, but these were a lot of fun, Rick, tonight.
Yeah, it definitely was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it here. Those of you here who are watching on Speed Gaming, and look forward to seeing more of this as we move along. Once again, Fred continuing to work things, and I would recommend that you do follow Fred, twitch.tv/fcoughlin, because he every now and then does these Coding with Fred streams where he ends up showing basically how he comes up with these ideas and how he implements it into the randomizer. So please do that. Please be sure to follow F. Coughlin, Fred Coughlin, the creator of the randomizer, and be sure to watch him as he goes through some of these things, because sometimes these ideas can just pop up before you know it and they get added onto as another beta feature.
Absolutely, because he will listen to some requests, and you just never know. That request that you might make, who knows? It might make its way one day into a randomizer.
You could make a random comment in chat, and then he'll be like, "Oh, that's a good idea. Let me see. Let me take a look at it." Because that was the way we came up with the random dungeon start room.
That's right.
Somebody made a comment in chat, and he took a look at it, and I can do this. Anyway, so let's go ahead and wrap things up. Thanks to everyone for joining us. I'm Adirondack Rick.
And I'm LZ Cards Fan 23. Have yourself a great week, and we will see you next week for the Zelda Randomizer Weekly Showcase here on Speed Game. So long, everyone.